did 3 NPCs.
She said she didn't want to have to do this, and then we got attacked.
You did 3 NPCs worth of murder damage.
Oh wait, no,
Thorgan
there's
held back too. Thorgan almost killed her.
no. Look it, she was harder to kill than a normal woman.
Yeah.
It's written down.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Who's that? Vinny? Vinny said that.
No, that was Eli.
Eli was like,
Yeah.
Eli was like, I know how hard a woman.
Legally different.
In Minecraft.
I do not represent this man.
I remember that.
We fought
Eli
a
was
yellow.
like, yeah, I know how hard a woman is to kill. This isn't that.
This isn't that guy.
And we had Marshall 1 and Marshall 2 out.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you did spirit guards. Anyway, you beat the shit out of her.
No, we didn't.
She almost
We did.
died.
She's still alive.
We did, but we had a reason.
Look at Lyra
you beat the
apologized.
shit out
Oh,
of her in her
sorry,
own
you were
house
sus.
after using her bathtub.
I'm sorry, we
And
thought the lake monster was hers.
no, I'm just giving you some ambiance. I'm setting the I'm clarifying the scene for you guys.
Nuh-uh, she helped us.
You
She liked
beat up
us.
a person.
We know what we did.
You Goldilocks her. You used her.
We know what we did.
The bathtub was too big. I don't know. Fuck
I
her.
almost drowned in there. That's dangerous. I should sue.
She had a tentacle monster, we thought. It was a rogue tentacle monster.
Yeah. You guys were talking to her. And Hunter
And
got pulled underwater by some unknown entity.
And she likes us now.
And you proceeded from there to curve stomp her.
Love that.
And then about halfway through the battle, after she was pretty much almost dead, the monsters also started to attack her, and then you were like, wait, they're trying to kill her too, maybe we shouldn't kill her.
Yeah, that was it. Wait, they're trying to kill her too. Fuck.
Yeah, then you had to change of heart at that point. You were like, oh, huh. Never
There was
mind.
more evidence, okay?
Sure, okay.
Her monster.
Sue me.
They're in her
I'm just
bag.
saying, we
I'm
played
a
a
monkey,
game.
not a detective. Thank you.
I'm just saying,
Frankenstein's
we
monster.
played a game of consequences. I'm just letting you know what's gonna happen next.
Do you know what we're good at? Consequences.
Well, we're good at handling things.
Yeah,
we
we
are.
handled it.
We handled that.
We handle it.
We handled her.
Oh man. Okay.
No. She helped us. She said, avert your eyes. She could have turned us all into stone. But she didn't.
She still might.
True.
But she didn't.
Not yet.
She didn't. That's the most important part.
Quite.
That was after we hit her.
That was after we hit her. I can tell
She's
because
strong.
we hit her
She
on
might
page
just
1.
Be more annoyed.
And she said that on page 4.
Page 1.
There's 4 pages of you hitting her.
No, there's just one little doodle of us hitting her. There are several doodles of us
Show me
crushing
the
some
doodle.
slime.
What does
For
the
the
doodle
record,
look
I
like?
stopped hitting her
I was
eyes.
hoping
Is
it was-
Hunter's version of it?
I was hoping it was
No,
2 pages
she
and you
looks
flip
sad.
them and it's like,
And we
It's like-
staring
yeah.
striked her and we
Flipperama.
stunned her.
Little picture
And
of us.
Oh yeah, you fucked her.
Yeah, no, I stopped hitting her. He proceeded to then go into death mode.
apologize.
That was the worst part.
Yeah, I
It was
remember
like,
watching
was
him
like,
roll
wait,
and be
I
like,
should
oh,
hit her. And then
no.
I was like,
Your
what if I
eyes.
kill her?
Time to die.
Lyra, you don't have to hit her anymore. I'll kill her.
No. I stopped hitting her. Therefore, she should forgive me.
Well, we like.
Oh, no. I'm not saying she
ultra-paralyzed
forgive
her.
me. I'm just saying I stopped hitting her.
I'm just saying that she didn't turn us into stone.
Oh, no. She doesn't have to like me.
Oh.
I mean, I already have someone that I hit a bunch unconscious, and he still likes me, so.
Do I?
Yeah.
Mom and Dad can't be fighting.
Also,
You
someone
almost
else.
murdered that lady with me.
True,
Also, someone else
yeah.
you
Brings
violently
people
threw
together,
down the
murder.
stairs.
Oh my
She
god, you're so
apologized for
dramatic.
that.
I wrote you a whole fucking letter. He got nothing. Thorgan got shit. You got a letter.
She said she
Thorgan
was
got
sorry.
brain damage.
And it will never happen again, and then she proceeds to beat the shit out of Thorgan for an entire dungeon.
Shut the fuck up.
Never forget.
Still my favorite. One of my favorite D&D moments when Thorgan came to Pokedex immediately gets knocked out.
It's the Minotaur.
He was a risk. He was a flight risk, and
We
we
were
were
fucking brain damage. Sat up, guys. That's a Minotaur.
Whack.
Knocked out again.
Good CTE.
It would have been easier if he was cooperative.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Pauline.
anyway.
We
We are doing so well.
Some chocolate on your
We're
chin.
doing great.
Heroes of the Realm.
Yeah, I guess.
That's us.
We
That's us.
rejoin our Heroes of the Realm.
That's why we're not in a guild, because they hate us.
No, it's because
Can you imagine
someone
you guys in a fucking
went to
guild?
jail.
I don't think we'd have lasted
I
much
made a
longer.
mistake.
I mean,
We
we're all
make
criminals now.
mistakes.
No, we're not criminals yet.
We all make mistakes.
I
Mine
don't
was
have my
thinking you
outlaw
guys could
outfit
be in a
on.
guild. You know, I thought about it. I take it back.
We're currently in a guild.
Yeah.
True. We made it.
Yeah. Maybe we should just make our own guild.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of paperwork if you want to do that.
I'm sure Lyra was good at paperwork in a past life.
What the fuck?
And the only way to find out is to
Oh.
try.
She had her servants do the paperwork for her. She was a princess.
Shh.
What would make you think I'm good at paperwork?
Wishful thinking.
We could have like the Neebs do it or something.
Oh, the Neebs would be great secretaries.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Secret Neebs.
We stack
Yes.
them up.
Yes. 6 Neebs in a trench coat. That's the name of the guild.
Everyone's like, what the fuck's a knee?
Oh my god.
Where do they get a trench coat?
Yeah, but they're not even called knees. That's just what we call them.
Stop. Just stop. Alright.
They're
Now, you all lose inspiration. Minus one inspiration.
No, we are so inspired right now. We're making
You
a
all
joke.
get a disadvantage on your next
We're just
roll.
trying to be silly so
Tyler,
the
we're
Medusa
making-
likes us.
We're
Yeah,
making a guild. We
Yeah,
have such-
Medusa, you want to join the guild?
Uh-huh.
You want to meet a knee?
Oh
You
shit!
want to meet a Neeb?
We just
You got some Neebs in the bag.
in my pocket, kid.
And you come look at the pocket Neebs.
fucking knees.
Want to go to the pocket dimension?
What's the date
Just
today?
don't
The
get too
27th?
close. They'll
Yeah,
shove
27.
berries down your throat.
Oh, that was horrible.
It saved your life.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Hey guys, we are playing session 53.
Oh,
We are 53.
53.
53.
Give it up for 53.
It's 53. Is this the Medusa?
It might
This
be.
the Medusa.
Is this the Medusa?
It's a Medusa. I don't know if it's the Medusa.
I don't think there is a real dumb Medusa
I'm
anymore.
gonna stop calling her.
What is it,
too.
51 or 53?
53.
Yeah.
I'm very distracted.
I'm very distracted.
What is our Medusa's name, by the way? Her name?
Are we supposed to know that?
I don't know if we know
I
it
don't
yet.
know. I think we do. Please give me a second. I want to say its name was Sam.
Its name?
Her
Yeah,
name-
that's
Oh,
ringing a
yeah.
bell.
No, I thought Sam was the human.
The boring human.
One of them
Boring
was Sam.
human. Oh my god, what if the boring human was the Medusa?
The
No,
boring
no.
human was the Medusa.
Oh shit!
So it's Sam.
I'm the Medusa! Alright, cool. I can
Okay.
vibe with that.
Sam is.
That's why they were boring. They were pretending not to be.
Yeah,
Medusa.
female human equals Sam.
Equals Medusa.
Sam. Equals Medusa.
I took notes. Because I'm so good at notes.
Hold on. Just trying to get my music right.
Female human 30s.
Cool.
Oh shit.
Guys, we're gonna fight
She
so
like
much
spits off
crime.
the side. Come walking over to you for you. No, okay.
You can't intimidate me.
You can't intimidate me. I'm covered in shit.
She's got snake dreads.
Ah, she's so cool.
She does.
She definitely she has to join our guild now.
Yeah. No, man, you gotta be in our guild. It's the coolest. I just have a...
If we just invite enough people to it, it'll
It'll be a
eventually become a
thing.
guild, right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
I like how this page is just a bunch of
Guys,
half-drawn
guys,
Lyra
guys.
heads.
Yeah, what the hell is going on here? Are those acorns?
I was just trying to figure out how to do her hair.
Guys, what if they don't let us
Oh.
make a guild, we say we
Where
won't
did this
leave
come
the
from?
capital until... Oh,
Oh,
that's-
it's mine.
Okay, good.
It was on top
was-
of this thing. and
It's
then-
under my chair.
No, have fun.
We tell them we won't leave the capital until we get into a guild, so then they just let us make it so we leave.
Ooh.
I think
Well,
we
I
just...
want to
On the
leave the
floor in the
capital.
book.
They don't
want
have to know. You don't have to know. That's the
I like Eli.
act-
Not so homeless, are you?
To who? Her?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
fucking god.
Sam, 30s, human form,
Oh,
sewer
the
killer.
snow.
He said,
What
"Not
are you
so
d-
homeless are you?" As we were standing in the bottom of the sewers in like her makeshift.
What are you
sewer
doing in my
dwelling.
That's
personal
what I'm
stuff?
saying.
And she just stared at him.
Like, it drives me insane that I'm the one who's not charismatic because I'm not charismatic in like the misunderstanding way. Y'all are not charismatic. Well, you're the same as me, but you're not charismatic in the being bitches way.
Well,
Like you have
sometimes if you just
charisma,
get
and you're just
wet.
like,
It
what if
takes-
I didn't
This
want
is
it?
this is
It takes
actually real life
charisma.
happening right now. This woman's just standing here like bleeding from her mouth, and you're like, "Well, you guys aren't charismatic in the bitches way," and you're
Yeah,
like,
because-
"Well, I'm covered in shit, okay?"
Okay, and I'm wet, and I'm chafing. And we have to walk so far back, and I'm
You
only going to
actively
chafe
choose
more.
to be a pain. I'm just bad at words and talking.
Don't.
You have the power and use it for evil.
Exactly.
Power.
Exactly. Me and Thorgan don't
It's
have
true.
this.
It's
do
true.
when
You
you-
two have no
You
excuse.
take it for granted.
Us.
Oh man! All right.
Oh,
And
God.
with
Bow Wow
that,
babies.
we pick
Bow Wow
up in the
bitch.
bottom
We
of
are
the
the
sewer.
Bow Wow baby.
Lyra's voice echoing off the chambers
give you
as
a
she's
high
being
five.
very
Yeah.
emphatic about her lack of social graces.
She needs to know. This is why I punched her.
I didn't get punched today, so it means I'm doing good.
Okay, so you guys just finish up battle with these ooze-like, sandy, slimy creatures.
sandy?
Yeah, they're kind of gritty.
Oh, that's
Um,
awful. I feel that's
like, you know, like wet
really-
sand kind of thing.
That
Yeah.
super doesn't
like,
vibe with me.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
they're kind of like that.
Thank
Like,
you for
Super
that.
doesn't
or
vibe.
like
See?
wet
Gritty.
cement.
Chafing.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
So, whoever was it, Hunter? I think who got the killing.
Yeah.
I think you did, yeah.
So
That's what
like
my
as
notes
the
say.
the last bits of like this, like a slime, gritty, wet cement like kind of ooze creature kind of like blurbs onto the ground in this smoldering heap of, what color is your magic again, Hunter?
It probably changes on how I'm feeling.
Oh my gosh, your magic's your mood ring. Okay, good, sure. Anyway, it's glowing with a faint,
Probably gold today.
yeah, faint like
Yeah,
molten gold color as it like sparkles into oblivion in front of you. And this woman that you had previously been beating the shit out of,
But we
kinda
stopped.
wipes the corner of her mouth, wipes the blood off the corner of her mouth. Just leave. She points towards the door. Just leave.
Yeah, but we can't.
She walks to the bed, like just starts walking and like picking up shit that was knocked over, like some baskets that were flung over in the battle, and just like kind of setting things back on their tables.
Is that normal?
She like picks up like two halves of this shattered like figurine cat, and she's just like trying to like put it back together, and it's like, what is normal?
Like the monsters down here.
No, fucking no. Nothing is normal. What is normal? What do you what scale on which are you grading normal?
Yeah, no, I don't have a good one of those either, honestly, with us.
Yeah, no. Like, is that normal? And she'll like point at your glowing tattoos. No, is that normal? And she'll point at like the last wisps of the marsh cats as they like dance through the sky and then fade into like a little glitter.
Just crying.
Rats through the sky!
They just like rain glitter on Hunter. No, no, I don't think that's
them so much.
She's not smiling.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't think that's normal. I don't know. What scale do you grade normal off of? Because no, that's not normal either. I wouldn't say. Do I see a lot of shit down here? Sure, but no. She like puts the little cat head on the body and just falls off to the side, and she's just like takes it and throws it into the water.
Okay, well, at least to make up for earlier, can I offer my not normal to offer you some healing?
No, don't touch me. Don't cast any magic on me.
Fair? Fair, that's why I asked.
At least you asked. No, you're right. At least you asked. Thank you, and also thank you for not punching me in the face repeatedly.
They just like to punch people in the face.
Yeah, you can't take it personally.
You strangled me with thorns. There's still blood on those thorns. She points to like your
I
withering
stopped
vines
when
and
you
the blood
started,
kind of-
asshole. Don't fucking want to hear it.
I'm framing you.
No.
Yeah, no.
I'm
you're-
lying about what
you're
happened
just
1
as
minute
bad.
ago.
I stopped. I realized the error of my way.
Is there anyone that might you know of that might want to have hurt you or attacked you?
Oh, yes, lots of them, including the ones right here. Yes, lots of them. You think
Okay.
this
I don't
is new?
see
No, this
anyone right here.
Oh,
Are there
No.
other people?
Be quiet. Are there anyone who knows about your powers that would be trying to frame someone with your powers? Or are there more people with your powers?
I don't know. Then maybe.
Okay. That's what I know.
Speaking of normals, is being a Medusa normal around here?
Fucking no. Good question.
Yeah?
It's not.
It's not?
No.
Okay. Because we thought you might have been someone else, which is why we reacted the way we did.
And what do you think? A monster, a vicious, terrible creature of the night that lives in the sewers? Yes.
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 That is what we thought.
Mm.
Yeah.
But because we were literally attacked by magic statues, so the whole turning people to stone thing, that was...
I don't know. I saw a pretty flattering illustration
Oh my god.
in a book when we were told of Medusa. So
Oh, objectifying. Yes, there's that version of it. The beautiful, exotic, dangerous woman. Yes, I've also heard of that one.
Okay, so if she's not turning people to the life statues, then who is?
I think it's that lady whose name we're not supposed to say.
What is her name, by the way? Thorgan actually asks that.
I do know that too, somewhere.
I think it's the no words lady.
Deep in my brain.
Eli sighs and goes over and tries to find the little cat statue that she threw into the water.
Give me an investigation check.
Bro, it's been so long.
A little bit.
Ooh.
The Samaramani.
That sounds like a Medusa name.
I got dash Medusa.
A 19 investigation.
You see, when you say Samara Amani, you see her kind of like turn her head towards you just a little bit and say, "Where did you hear that name?"
Oh wait, your name's Sam. That's the beginning part of that name.
Oh.
Thorgan draws his sword.
Can I like push it back? I'm just like, no! No!
But
What
Guys.
was your roll?
19.
19?
We
So,
heard her a lot.
The water is like murky, kind of sewery water, and you're kind of squinting, but you kind of use a little bit of shape water to sort of sift some of the silt and the debris, kind of like filter the water a little bit, and you kind of create a patch of clear water where you can catch a glint of like some sort of object that looks like a figure.
Alright, I'm gonna try and take it out.
This sword isn't even magic.
Try and
Samara died a very
oh, there it is.
Oh,
Okay.
there it is.
August
Samara
1st.
died a long time ago.
August
Yeah, that's where we learned Samara Amani's name.
1st.
Yeah.
2023? 2024.
24, thankfully. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, but like, it's, you sure you weren't working with some guys? Because they're very willing to throw you under the bus.
Describe
The carriage.
what guys exactly are we talking about?
Hunter.
Oh, she can do a little magic.
Yeah, Hunter will adjust. Who we heard that from? We heard that from the guy that. I'm not Linus.
Wasn't there like... Is that... Okay,
Yeah.
that's the one you're not supposed
I
to
know, I'm
turn
sorry,
into
it's
the
been a
super-
while.
I'm gonna copy. What is
The Dragonborn?
Oh.
Nope, that's Fat Cat.
Tor, no, Tor.
Are you
I got
copying
that.
the
Yeah.
Dragonborn that you ran into
Is
in
that Catrian Mendoz? Or
No.
someone else?
No,
Catriona
Dirge.
so
That's-
Catriona
yeah,
Mendoz
that's-
was the grandma.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
Dirge is the Dragonborn, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
The fancy Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Nash.
Durgo Nask.
Durgo
Yeah,
Nask.
Durgo
nasty.
Oh yeah, the influential appraiser.
Dirt nasty.
I thought his name wasn't Durgo, and I renamed him Durgo. He might be Durgo.
No,
now.
he's Durgo. You named him Dirge.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone started calling him Dirge. I was like, damn it.
He's back. He's fine.
We just make up our own names for people.
Dude, we really do.
But yes, Durgo Nask.
Well, Hunter will, using his voice, kind of
That's creepy.
the things that he said. I don't know, 45 minutes ago.
yeah. You'll just replicate that.
Just replicate it, and basically be like, oh man, that's Samara. She's the one who did all of this. We should really hunt her down, or whatever he said.
And that's the one that he was like saying was so powerful. He's like
Yeah.
scared by her. Okay.
Yeah. You'll see her kind of narrow her eyes, but like, no, I don't know who that is. I mean, who knows? Everybody likes to. What, are you with the guild? Is that it? You're not the first guild ones to come down here. I see those every so often. I think there's a notice up there still. Oh, Maludra was the other name we weren't
There we
supposed
go.
to say.
Because I was like, it's not
I
Sam.
had seen it here, but I didn't want to say it.
What?
I was just saying Maludra was the name that we were not supposed to say.
Yeah. Whisper.
So there's one Medusa goes by Samara Amani. She took a liking to my son and she wanted to keep him. I got him back, just not how I wanted. Wasn't cheap.
Is that what you're saying out loud in
Yeah.
that voice?
Well,
You
it was
see
at
her,
least the
like-
real thing. I was talking to some individuals of people who could have helped.
You see her, like,
I went to that snake
give me an
Durgo
insight
Nask.
check. Give me an insight check.
Durgo fucking Nask.
No fucking next.
That's so good.
Gosh, I forgot you have that little voice mimicry.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Hunter and I can be annoying. Yeah, but it's your voice.
Or it can be the twin of the man. What were you, Thorgan's twin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His twin brother.
That was amazing because it was just like, this is so unsettling. Why are you doing this?
Insight, you say?
Yes. Yeah.
15?
15.
Could be anyone, just the
A
twin
big,
of
a
the
big
man who's
old
died
15.
Yeah.
It's like that movie.
with the
It
STD
follows,
ghost. Yep.
yeah.
Oh, that's exactly what I thought. It's so clever. It's Hunter. Oh, God. Beautiful. Love it.
So. As you say that in that voice, it's just like enough to like Indy, like you grew up with sisters, like you know how to just say things in just the right way to like, you know.
Piss people off? Wow.
Yeah, you know, just
Never
like
would've guessed.
enough, like to put like that inflection in your words,
Yeah.
and be like, you know, kind of thing. And you see, like, she blinks and like glances sideways at you, but like as she blinks and looks over at you, her eyes kind of go from like this normal human like looking like hazel eyes to having this like rim of yellow around them, and her pupils are a little more slitted, and she just like. And kind of looks back to whatever she was working on and goes, when did you meet Catrion?
I don't know, like 15 minutes ago.
Okay, no.
So how was that to say? You just gotta throw her in jail. Clear your name.
Stop talking.
She's so grandma.
Oh my god, that is a very talking about not normal. That's very not normal. I don't know.
Talking about not normal, it's just not quite normal.
Oh my God.
Okay, we're trying to get her help, not drive her crazy.
Drive her crazy.
I'm just hunched over near the water, trying to put this cat statue back together with mending.
She goes, no. Okay, look, no. If that's who you got your story from, that is not the right person to be talking to. Yes, Yes, I loved her son. I did. I do. She only has half the story. She doesn't want the other half. So, all that to say, just get out of my house. Just get out of my house.
Could we have the other half?
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
It's a
That
one.
one.
It's a one.
She
That's
just,
it.
Super
you
one.
just, she just deadpans at you and goes, no, I don't think I owe that to you. I don't think I owe that to anybody.
That's totally fair.
How about at least a lead? Because, yeah, we're part of a guild, but to be honest, we're suspects in this whole freaking thing, too, and if we don't come back to the king and his merry men with any answers, there's going to be way more people down here following the same leads we did, causing way more trouble.
Goes back to cat.
Just trying to put this thing back together.
And I'd say that we'd come back tomorrow, but tomorrow is the deadline. And it doesn't
Me,
have to be you. Just has to be the person who did it. You can do it, buddy.
14.
14.
I don't want to go to jail.
I don't want to go to jail.
Not again.
If they come down here, more than me is going to get hurt. I know that
Probably.
you at least seem to care about Juden.
Yeah, he's a great little
Yeah.
kid. And that rat stew is pretty great.
Then just tell them you found nothing down here. Tell them it was a false lead and they won't come down here then.
Yeah, but they don't really trust the word of a bunch of fuck-ups that they're about to put in jail.
But you're with the guild.
Not
Against our will.
It's like probationarily on the guild.
like,
I can't imagine how that happened.
Sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. You think you have an invite for a party for 4, and you get all dressed up to go to the party, and you put a lot of thought and effort into it, and you want to go dancing, and eat good food, and have a fun time, but the invite only costs for one person, and so you kind of maybe just bribe your way into the rest of the party so you can all go, so you didn't waste all of your money on a cute outfit.
Either way, a bunch of people are now kidnapped, and it's on us, evidently. And
Because we're the suspicious people.
yeah.
Not there go fucking ask.
And it just really sucks because it's someone with evidently stone-like powers that is part of this, and you are our only frickin' lead. And so if you know anyone else who could potentially be doing some shit like this, we would love to not cause you more problems.
And also someone that can put people inside of paintings.
Yeah, that too, I guess.
Hopefully that's the same person as the stone person. Hopefully there's not 2 people.
We don't have time to find 2 people.
No, we don't.
I just don't know. There's no one else of my kind here that I'm aware of. I mean, it's a pretty unique circumstance, but I don't know. I don't know. It's not me. I just don't know.
Damn. Bro.
I'm gonna write to Thorgan in my book and be like, what if we just go steal back her boyfriend? Question mark.
Yes. I think we're forced.
Gonna write to Eli. What if we just go steal back her boyfriend? Question mark.
Yes.
I'm gonna write to Lyra. What if we just go steal back her boyfriend? Question mark.
I almost said that a second ago, but I'm sick of talking because I'm really bad at it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to sign my book?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Wait, what?
You're not sure? Because you should sign the book.
Why don't you just ask her?
To sign my book?
No! Oh
Sure.
my god.
I did ask her to sign my book.
Yes, no one wants you in their head. I regrettably didn't have people in my head, now I have her in my head, and it's a great time. But if your
Still be in your head with the book.
boyfriend is on the wrong end of a whole situation caused by his mother, we would like to help if we can. And also, if it's part of his whole other situation, maybe that can help us as well. I don't know.
Give me 1 second. Come on. Sorry, it kicked me out of my notes. Give me a sec.
I hate that I'm doing that.
What if
I hate
we
talking.
just go take back her boyfriend?
I'm talking to her.
But what if we just did it as a surprise?
It's too fucking late. I'm talking to her.
What if it could have just been a really cool surprise?
You don't fucking talk.
Really cool.
So too
Yeah,
bad.
what if you just show up and be like, look it, we got your statue
Well, then
boyfriend
don't talk
back.
to me if that's what you wanted.
I talked to you last.
Well, I don't know that!
Okay.
Sorry if I ruined the surprise.
Okay, look. Were you saying that louder through the book?
What?
Were you saying that out louder or through the book?
Yeah. Oh, no, because otherwise I'm just screaming.
Yeah.
She does look like against, like, you know, her better judgment, intrigued.
Honestly, it's so better judgment to
Like-
not deal with us.
She does look
She's in love.
like, kind of glance at you and go, you can get Nokomis back.
I think we can.
Yeah, I mean, we're in that lady's
Yeah,
house.
we know where he is.
Where is she?
Well,
We can't just tell you that.
We also have to make sure you don't just go killing a lady, because, yeah, she might be a shitty mom, but she still, like, probably shouldn't be dead for it.
I mean, maybe if we knew more about the story, we could go around trusting each other more, but otherwise...
Yeah.
No, if you know where Nokomis is, I'm coming with you. I'm not going to stay here and just sit and wait and expect him to show up at my doorstep. No, if you know where he is, I'm going to go find him.
Okay, since we're all being honest at this point and not talking in heads and shit, do you know that he is stone?
Yes.
Okay, it was an accident or something. Sure, cool. Can you undo it? You can undo that?
He told me not to.
Oh.
And Katerin can't accept that, but I will. It's not forever. It's just a temporary state.
Until
Yeah.
she dies
Oh, God.
next year.
No, that's. No, I just need him here. And if you know where he is, I'm going to go get him myself.
Well, just because we know where he is doesn't mean you know where he is, so you kind of need us.
You see, like, her eyes kind of turn that, like, sort of serpentine, and she goes, I'm not to be trifled with right now. Do you love someone?
Yes.
God, no, you asked the wrong
Then you
question.
understand.
Started.
You understand what you would do if you love someone.
Yeah. No, okay.
I mean, we don't really have a problem helping you. We just also want to solve our own problems as well. If it can all happen,
That would be the best. Oh my god.
great.
Did Catrion say she had?
I don't know anything about this. You said stone people. I don't know anything about
It
that.
was the whole event at the gala. I don't know if word traveled down here about that.
Catrion knew Durgo, right? She knew Durgo?
Yes, I even wrote it. Catrian
Yeah,
knows Durgon Mask.
her name was
Yeah.
on a list, right?
Yeah, on a list.
I don't know the business of Catriona. All I know is my own business, and I know
From the man at Tibbs, Linus, Medusa, and Durgo.
Ooh, but also you can turn people to stone, but unturn them to stone when you want to as well.
it has to be specific. But
I'm just thinking that's a good intimidation factor to have in the crew.
And they said that you contributed to the
Yeah,
gala.
did you? Wait, let's see. What was
who
it?
said
Two.
that? No.
Everyone.
Oh,
There was one-
Oh, yeah, the whole city hates a Medusa. Yes, that sounds.
What was that one
Yeah,
statue
I'm honestly
in
on her
the
side
in
at this
the
point.
Yeah.
in the foyer? It was a dancing couple.
Yeah.
It was a statue of a couple dancing that came to life and attacked people at the gala.
I know nothing about that. I just. Yes, I did turn Nokomis. That was a specific circumstance, and it was at his urging, so it was for something very specific. But I have not done this to anybody else.
Maybe he's the guy who did it all then.
Well, maybe you'd know something.
No, he would. He did not. Not Nokomis.
It seems like some people involved in this were coerced.
Oh yeah, super.
So that's why we're not trying to throw blame on any individual or drag anyone specific through the mud. We're just trying to get to the head of the operations here, get the people back, and not go to jail.
Well, that kid is where he is.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So
Alright, I'm gonna
the
try finishing. I don't know if I can mend this, if it's too intricate or
glue,
small.
or
but,
Oh no, like the spell.
the
I think
spell
is what he's trying to
mending.
do.
no,
I
you're
was
doing
just-
doing the cantrip mending.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can mend this.
Okay, perfect.
So you like kind of
I'm just kind of like figuring out which way.
yeah you're
Just trying to line up the cracks.
You're lining it up so you don't put the head on backwards back.
Exactly.
Yeah, you get it lined up and kind of like put a little bit of pressure on the two pieces as if you're like trying to hold it together when you affix them with glue, and pulse like a small surge of some of that cantrip magic into it, and you see the line sort of liquefy for a second and kind of like meld into itself and then solidify back into like a formed statue.
Nice.
there were like Catrian's house. There were other statues,
Yeah.
and those statues came to life and attacked me. Attacked all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Other statues.
Yeah, in her basement.
Is a statue an orc? A statue of a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In her basement.
In her basement. She had a lot of statues.
It's true. Like we're
One
doing a
of them
real good
blocked
job
the
of that.
door.
What is your normal? It's like.
What is normal? Tell me. And she'll look confused and she'll be like, well, the times I've been, not many, but I was not known to understand her as an artist.
I don't think we're talking art here. She's a statue that came back to life and attacked.
Wait, no.
Are you saying she's a Medusa too? Because that would be.
No, I'm not saying
Very
she's a
wrong.
Medusa. I'm wondering, like, would you know anything about any of that?
Hey,
No.
remember there's that little girl statue?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
that
don't
looked
think
like
the
that other girl?
statues attacked it. It was a stone golem that attacked. It was the statues were people we knew. There were more people we knew who were statues.
Oh,
That's why it's
I'm sorry. I don't
yeah.
know anything about that.
bro. I'm gonna murder whoever is impersonating you.
Do you know if anything else besides Medusas can turn people into statues?
It's just another creature.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe it's basilisks.
Basilisks?
Yeah, we killed those.
That is
The little
one
bitch
of
lizards.
them.
We did
Yes,
kill a
that
basilisk.
is one of them.
That is
We
right.
killed multiple? Well, I at least killed
But
multiple.
I mean, there's creatures. There's also creatures that can do such things. There's also magics that can do such things.
Yeah.
So
I figured
it's not a. I mean, it is, but it's not a novel concept
Okay.
among
Well,
the arcane.
if you'd be willing to maybe help some other people that are at this place, maybe one of those people has some information. I mean, they
Yeah.
had like
Who was the
probably
last person
saw
you
what
saw?
turned them to stone.
Yeah, they got
Yeah, but also
petrified.
it didn't sound like she can just unturn whoever to stone.
She can try.
Maybe we should just talk to After Pan Daddy.
Yeah, it seems like he was really great.
Right. That guy.
Seems like a nice guy.
Oh man. Okay. I vote we just
All right. Well,
Okay.
go.
What
yeah.
about-
Let's
let's just fucking go.
let's go. Let's bring her.
You know, what's the worst that happens?
Yeah.
Not
can't
much
be
worse than what's going to happen to us tomorrow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, at this point.
Yeah.
What's the worst that happens?
If you are
We
the
go to
person
jail?
turning everyone to stone, can you just like let us run away forever?
I'm not the person. I'm not doing anything.
I'm just saying, I believe you.
But in case
if by some
she has a poor
fucking
judge of
chance-
character.
Yeah, in case I'm bad at judging character, which I'm pretty sure I'm not, just let us go. You can do whatever you want.
Yes,
I give
sure.
up. Cool.
I believe it or not, I'm a very non-violent person. I don't.
No, I believe that. I punched you a
I
lot.
just,
You didn't do that much.
I'm pissed off right now because, and she just jerks her head at like the multiple bruises and like thorns and still like pulls a thorn out of her arm and flicks it away kind of thing. She's like, I'm pissed, but no, I don't even Catherine. I've never considered doing anything to Catherine, but. You. No, that's silly. That's stupid. She's just like, let's just go find Nicomas.
No, what were you gonna say? Please. Please, anything.
I mean, everybody wants a Medusa dead. Don't get me wrong. I believe I've been on the board many times at the local guild. But, I don't think anyone wants me dead more than Katsuron does.
Okay, good to know. She was already kind of sketchy. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, she thought we were.
Oh.
Okay, literally not for that.
Oh.
Yeah, not for
That's
the stone
a bad
golem or the
start
people in her
there.
basement, no. Yeah, okay. Please ignore them.
Because she thought you guys were homeless.
Oh my fucking god.
Totally not home.
Alright, I'm willing to go now.
Oh,
I'm ready.
okay.
I hand Catron the fixed statue.
Catrione, Sam.
And it's
Oh,
like
oh,
it's like
sorry,
it's not
Jesus
like
Christ.
it doesn't look like a cat got turned to a statue. It looks like one of those like Japanese like coin
Yeah.
cats or like something like that.
I didn't
And
even
she's
think
just,
of that!
Like she just takes it and is like,
Are you sure I can't offer you some first aid? This I can do it without touching you.
I would also like some first aid.
if you can do
have
it
to wear
without
that.
touching me, and if I have your word, it is only
Of course.
first aid.
Yes. You'll have my healing word, in fact.
Wow. What a guy.
All right. So,
He's
I'll
so
do,
Yeah, if you
Swear.
noticed in the fight, he's not the one who's gonna hurt you.
You do get like
Yeah.
a slight like smirk from her at that, but she'll kind of take the little cat figurine and like put it into the pocket in her robes, and then
Imagine if it was a real cat and we're just sitting here talking and she's like not noticing she's putting a head back on an actual cat.
I've never turned anything else to stone before. I don't know what you're talking about.
Super good.
What
Alright, you
All
can
right.
healing word.
I have a small
that's-
proposal.
heals for 7.
Oh, nice.
How are you proposing it?
Okay.
In your head or? Well,
Nope, I'm gonna propose it to the group.
Oh.
My proposal is we maybe sit for like an hour. Just a little hour.
To recuperate, I take it.
Yes.
Fine with me.
We know where Catrione is. We know
Ringo Ray.
Nokomis isn't going anywhere.
That's for sure. Mm-hmm.
She gives like a small like little like hiss noise, like not like an open mouth hiss, but just like a when you say that's for sure.
And Samara would love to have us hang around her house another hour.
Yeah, but if we're gonna help Sammy here with reuniting with the love of her life.
No. Only mortal calls me Sam. Let's get that.
With the love of her life. It would probably
Don't
be
say
best
it like that. Don't
to do it at our full strength.
She's dramatic and annoying, but she has a point. We should hang out and make sure we're good to...
She holds up her scraped finger. She's like, I am injured.
Oh, God. Could you just shut up for once? Like, you're...
It's injured. This is my casting finger.
You only have to deal with us for a little bit longer, and I have to deal with her for the rest of my fucking life. So if we could just make it a little easier by resting, it would be amazing.
Fine. You stay out here, and she gestures to like the area, the pool, and like the pool, not like a swimming pool, but like
Yeah. A little wash
like she
pool.
gestures that area and is like, you can stay here. No going back into my personal effects, but yes.
Ready.
She just walks it back to like the back room, like parts the curtains and goes back there and shuts
I just
them really
Indian
fast.
style flop and get ready to meditate.
Mm-hmm. Alright, you guys are taking a short rest?
Yeah.
Alright, roll hit dice.
Before the...
I don't know how you do that, I forgot.
You have a number of hit
forget
dice.
those.
For you, I think it's a D8. Should
Yeah.
be to the
Nice.
side of your HP.
Yeah.
10
6.
plus 2.
And then
So what does
each,
that mean, all of them?
no, you can roll up to that many.
Okay, up to that many.
And for each one you roll, you add the plus con modifier, which is the +2, I think you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's 3.
Then yes, then +3 for you. So
Okay.
each, what is it, D8 you have?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So each D8 you roll,
Fine,
you
D8.
take that
There we go.
+3.
Okay, cool.
And you can roll a total of 5.
6.
6.
Okay, 7 plus 3, 10.
Ew.
I didn't. What's my pen? Oh god.
Man, just filled with messes.
What are you guys doing for your short rest?
Rolling some hit dices. Taking a little bath. Some prestidigitation, getting all clean.
You just took a bath.
I know, but it was interrupted by some slimes, and then I got
monsters,
more
yeah.
slime goo on me.
Dang.
I'm dirty again.
You get this face when you say things like Hunter. It's like your eyes go dead on the inside a little bit, and you're like, and you always become like you just like
Obviously.
head turn, like head like.
Obviously. I have to cope with her as much as you guys have to.
It's just really funny. Well, I got goo on me. I was like, oh my
I got
god.
Goo on me.
All right, you guys take a short rest. And kind of-
I'm gonna. How hurt do you look?
Not anymore.
I'm good.
How you looking over there, Eli?
Lyra, as you're
borrow
like
that
resting,
Yes.
taking a little breather,
pencil.
you see like a little bit of that puddle slime that Hunter evaporate, like kind of start to like sort of like inch past you a little bit, like
Oh,
it
God.
kind of like slurking towards the like along the floor.
Do you have a pencil?
Can I just like not
He
like
has it.
unrest,
Oh.
but just do like a
But after he's done,
spiteful
you
like
can
kick and just see if I can
Yeah,
kick it
sure.
like a fucking.
Sure. Make an attack roll.
Ooh, 19.
So you all watch as like Lyra like opens up an eye and seeing this little like slime's kind of like sklurging like desperately for this little grate in the floor. It's like, and then you just like kick out your heel and just
A little scraped up.
send it
but
through the sky,
nothing.
and it hits the ceiling and just splats against the ceiling, and then a couple drops just into the pool, and you're like,
Yup, yes, exactly. Back to it.
What name did you sign in Hunter's book?
Did you not sign Eli?
No, it was.
Well, you signed Kyrie.
It
Did
was.
You had to.
you signed Lyra, and it didn't work.
And it
Oh, I
disappeared.
fucking hate that so much.
Your true name.
Yeah, I think I put
Ooh.
my full Elysium.
Ooh,
I just realized I had only written Thorgan with a little heart next to it. I didn't write anyone else's names.
Thorgan with a little heart. Did Thorgan just write Thorgan, and then you added a little heart?
Yeah. Thorgan definitely did not add that.
yeah, Thorgan put a heart.
Thorgan puts little hearts next to it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
That'd be a
Bro.
fun little fact about Thorgan, though. He does it, all his
Always
eyes are
fun.
just little hearts.
Oh my
Signs
god.
every
No, he
letter.
always a heart because he doesn't have an eye.
Oh, that's true. All the O's are
Thorgan's
hearts.
a O's a heart.
Okay, so you guys, other than that slight little disturbance, the rest of your short rest passes without much event.
Great, we love it.
How much?
Oh, how does key work in rests?
You get it all back.
I get it all back?
Nice.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
How about spell slots? Is that one less only?
Depends. If you look on the back part of your sheet. No,
So
that
just
sheet.
make sure you're marking off the hit dice, though. So, like, however many you rolled, you only
If
get
you look
half
on
back
the-
per long
Ah.
rest.
Yep.
For
So,
long rest.
If you look back on the back part of
Yeah.
your sheet.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
That's cool.
Wherever the back of that character sheet is, might be in your stack of stuff.
Oh, I might.
It's
have
got the
it.
one that's got your picture on it.
Oh, okay, then yes, I did. I just put that away because I was like, oh, there's no picture.
Quick thing, did you
There should be a
guys,
thing
the
where it
letter
says-
you found in her back room,
Yep.
did you put that back, or did you keep that letter?
I believe we put it back.
Oh yeah. I
You
put that
better
back.
fucking
Oh,
put
okay.
that
I
back.
was
Jesus
just
Christ.
asking.
Yeah.
Like, did you put that in your bag, or did you
No.
did you set that one back down?
Good God. Good freaking God.
All right. Like eventually, Samara comes out and she's got like some wraps on her
ready to
arms
go.
and like some of them are like still bleeding through a little bit. Almost point she doesn't have hit dice like you guys do. That's a fancy thing. She still looks pretty worse for wear, but you know, it's like kind of like bandages things up to the best of her ability, but like some of the wraps are bleeding through. Like she's just still looks kind of like shit, but very like, okay, are we ready to go? Are you ready? Okay.
Yeah.
To the surface.
To the surface.
Back to the surface. Oh, this will be easy though, because she'll just bring us the way.
Thorgan also has a pretty good idea.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
I
getting
can
in is the
backtrack.
bad
I can't,
part.
If we're
It's
going a
the
new route,
God.
I don't know, but
Is the best. I would say like, like, yeah, as you guys are starting to navigate back through Thorgan, you're like, you remember the way in which you came, and you like immediately start to just like turn off like reflexively in that direction of like, yeah, just retrace the steps. And for like a little bit, you're kind of walking in certain directions and taking curves in the sewer. But at one point, you start to veer right, and she just like grabs the hood of your jacket and is like, no, that's a stupid way. This way, and then like, and she'll just kind of like pull you to a more novel pathway. But eventually,
Nice.
that will lead you to.
And I just go, yes, we definitely took the stupid way to myself. I'm just like,
I
yup.
was worried
there's-
about having to make more jumps for some of our party.
Yeah, she's like, no, everyone knows that's the alley, or like the Sturge Alley. We all know that. No one goes that way.
Oh, never Sturge. No.
You didn't come that way, right?
Yeah, no.
No, never.
For
Yeah,
sure.
what's a sturge?
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to know. Nasty little buggers. But she'll lead you further up a few different turns. At one point, she'll start to walk towards at one of those little rivulets that kind of goes under the grate up through another side of the wall, and just kind of go underneath and just sort of expect you guys to follow.
Alright, Eli, I don't know if you want to do the water thing again. Otherwise, we'll go.
Yeah, I mean, if it's is it like when we came through the first time? Is it shallow enough to?
Yeah, it's underwater, but one of those partially graded underwater causeway things that if you go under and through, it takes you to the other side of the wall.
Gotcha. All right, then yeah, I'll do shape water to move it out 5 feet from around the grate for easy traversing for you three.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Easy enough to do. You just kind of pull it over, and it kind of cascades as a nice little fountain effect.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yes.
Can you cast racial spells with spell slots?
Say again?
Can you cast racial spells with spell slots? If you could.
The tiefling spells?
Yeah.
No. Those
If they're
are
on your spell list.
No, they're
Okay.
technically a one-off
Different
thing.
things.
There are things that will specify if you can.
Yeah.
But racial spells, I don't think are one of those.
Okay.
There's
I was just trying to load up the sage advice column, but it's not loading.
yeah, for example, Fey Touch is a feat where it'll say you get to just freebie cast this once a day, and you can use it if it'll specify.
Okay.
So, for example, it's you learn Misty Step in one first level spell of your choice. First level spell must be from the Divination or Enchantment School of Magic. You can cast each of these spells without spending a spell slot. Once you cast either of these spells this way, you can't cast a spell in this way again until you finish long rest. You can also cast these spells using spell slots you have at the appropriate level. If it doesn't say that, then answer is no. It's a one-off.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
Yeah. It'll say usually. The things that it doesn't say, I'm pretty sure the racial spells just say you just cast it. It doesn't say you can... It doesn't specify that you can use it for a different spell. But, good question.
Yeah.
But there are certain feats that will give you spells like that get the freebie one off that racial spells do. But,
yeah.
And it makes sense because racial spells are they're supposed to be really niche, but once not very often used. Kind of like the orc feature where you get knocked unconscious and you come back with 1 hit point. It's just meant to be a one-off kind of niche thing. Not meant to be super utility. All right. So eventually, as you guys are, where did you?
Into the bathroom.
Oh. Wait.
So, how'd you make Nokomish?
How did you meet your person?
We're childhood best friends.
Really?
Yeah. I got beat up a lot as a kid. And you stood up for me. You know?
And he has a name?
Boss.
Imagine he doesn't.
That's his name. That's not a nickname you gave.
Yeah.
Interesting name. Not
Yeah, he's an interesting guy.
I'm sure he is.
He's charming. He's magical. We go dancing all the time. He buys me really nice clothes. We eat great food. Go on really fun dates.
You see her just nodding and offhandedly answering as she's checking different pathways and maybe rolling some investigation checks for sewer creatures. Yes.
So, have you done Nokomish for a long time?
It'll depend on what you call a long time.
I don't know. Over a year.
Well, yes, over a year.
Over 10 years.
I think we go this way. And she's just going to start going down that.
It's 20 questions.
She
Hey, she's
doesn't.
the one who brought up love.
You're the one who started talking. to her.
What? I was gonna say,
You brought it up.
she absolutely did not start talking to you. I can almost
She
guarantee
brought it up
this.
first. It was just 3 hours ago.
God.
But you guys can like continue to transverse. Is there anything else you guys speak of or bring up at any point? It's going to be a little bit of a trek through, unless you all are just walking in silence. That makes perfect sense.
I think Hunter's just babbling.
She's babbling.
Unless someone has something specific to talk about. She's just talking.
Alright, not to pry, but now that we are literally all traveling together doing a thing, could you possibly tell us what the whole stone thing is about? Him being stone?
I'll tell you this. He was sick.
Oh.
I thought she said that. There's something about a Ready Restoration spell that she had in a notebook. It was like 100 gold pieces. She had it like circled a bunch of times.
That makes sense.
Could have sworn she said it was your fault though.
It's not something a great restoration can treat. It's not anything anybody could treat. There is no cure.
For a broken heart.
No.
We almost
Or
had
just
her.
like looks to the sky.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Right?
Thorgan, you look up at the ceiling 2 feet from your
I
face.
know.
Yeah.
It's so hard to think about.
You've even lost Eli at
Yeah.
this point.
There's no cure, Hunter. Would you
No.
want to be turned to stone if your heart was broken, my boss?
Probably.
Yeah, turn to stone
I
forever.
don't know if
all
I could live
eternity.
without him.
There's no cure.
No cure.
I know she would.
Yeah, that was the wrong person to ask a stupid question like that, too.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
not
just
a broken
speaking
heart.
there.
No, he was sick. It
Yeah.
didn't have a cure. He was going to die. The only way to stop it was to freeze it in place until I could find it. And so he asked me, and I said yes. And Catherine wants him back too soon. We don't know yet how to fix him.
This makes a lot of sense. Thank you. And I'm sorry.
Well, shit happens. And she's going to like kind of like come up to like one area and sort of like feel along like one of the cracks and then kind of shift the wall just a little bit. She's like shortcut and kind of slip through
I'm
there.
just like, yo. I am
Whoa.
clearly a
Dorgan.
weenie.
Walls. Whoa, that's
Dorgan,
sick.
you are excited.
Whoa, okay.
We
I can't believe
should
it.
have had you check
Oh.
all the walls.
Oh man.
Alright, well.
You guys would have hated me. I would have been checking every single wall. Oh.
I don't think we would have. I think we
Would've
would have been
taken-
fine
we,
with
we,
it.
We wouldn't have met her. We'd still be in there looking at all the walls.
Better than some of the shit we did.
Fair.
So you guys make it up, and eventually you kind of start to hear the like faintest filtering of like hoof cloppings and snippets of conversations, kind of working their way through like certain grates that you have like passed under that some light streaming through. Eventually you come to like this old ladder that's a little like stained and slippery and rusted.
Oh, is this different than when we came in, probably?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And she'll just say, okay, this will take us to the market square. I trust you know how to navigate from there.
Look at Thorgan.
I would believe,
Yeah, we all just look at Thorgan.
I believe so.
You have been to market with
We've been to
Hunter.
the market
Yeah,
Perfect.
for sure. And then from there, I can probably navigate to her house.
Yeah, it'll be probably not the most direct route because
No.
you'll be like, okay, I know how to get from market to Tibbs and from Tibbs to here. Like you'll
Yeah.
probably do a lot of like zigzag.
Yeah.
But you could like kind of working through your mental map.
Oh, didn't someone give us a map at some point? A little map, a shitty drawn map.
A shitty drawn map.
We had one of the sewers.
Catch your own Mendoza's house probably isn't on the shitty map.
No.
It's probably like the market, the church, the bank, like that kind of thing.
No, it's an address book of everyone.
It's the whole
Yellow
directory.
pages.
Oh, it was the artist guy with
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, the tea artist. Yeah, he wrote a little map, but it's like it's a vague artisanal
He was part
map.
of this whole deal. He definitely put Ketrion right on the map.
But as you guys kind of
Can you
climb
drink from the bag?
onto,
Thanks.
like, you guys all kind of like work your way up the ladder. You all get to the top. You, like Hunter, as you kind of like scale up less, you see,
Thank you.
like you were expecting her to kind of like be right on your tail, like literally, like coming up the ladder, but she doesn't really appear right away. You kind of glance back. She's sort of hesitating back like in the shadows of the sewer a little bit because it's getting closer to daytime now. Like we're starting.
Oh no.
We're starting to get like that, 6 a.m. haze. The
That's right, we
business.
woke up really early.
Yeah, the businessmen are coming out, and you guys have not long rested yet. So you short rested. You're starting to feel like that
I
all.
thought we just took a sleep.
That's true. You did sleep late.
I thought we slept in.
Yeah,
Or
you-
we
You slept
we did a weird thing because we
late.
did skip a night of sleeping.
We did definitely sleep though.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, we skipped the night, so then we didn't skip a night.
To the docks.
Yeah, because you.
Right? This sword. What? What the fuck do you think you're doing? Thorget pockets ring. Hey, you can't do that. Long rest. Hunter does everyone's hair. Thorgan buys Marshall some blue cheese.
What? Yeah, no, you did. You did weird kid
I did do
sleep.
that.
That's right. You did like a weird.
And then we met Officer Pan Daddy.
Yeah,
And then
'cause
we
it
went
was-
to the docks. Well,
that-
then we bought shoes.
That was all.
And
at
then we went to the
night.
docks.
So you like slept during the day and went out at night. That's right.
Yeah.
You did weird sleep.
Because we had stayed up the night before.
Yeah.
Because of
We
the
were
party
exhausted.
and
Yeah,
then going to
everyone was exhausted
jail.
except
And
me, because I
Our
rolled
sleep schedule
well
is all off.
randomly.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
Speaking as Vicky.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
Out of character. This is literally.
Yeah. I think you all took an initial point of exhaustion, though, because it was.
Yeah,
We
I'm not
did.
sure if you long rested after that.
we did. Because
And
we were
scrubbed it
going.
off.
Because we kept rolling until enough of us had a level of exhaustion that we're like, okay, this is dangerous
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
We should
I think that's okay.
we should go to sleep.
You get my session notes. They're abysmal, but
I'm pretty
I love
sure
session
when it was rolling, I
45
didn't get
on
one,
the 12.
which is weird.
All I have is I'm not Linus Elon.
That's all you have.
I
That's the
like-
only note. That's
The only
amazing.
note. My
greatest
that's all I
achievement.
have
That's
that
all you
day.
Did you say for
Like-
session 47?
Greatest
April
achievement.
25th?
It was 40. It's 45. Session 45.
No, that's a whole different book.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
45. Then what did I write for this?
I
That was
just
further
it's
back than
funny.
expected.
It's just funny to me because
But that was before we took a nap.
Yeah, that was before.
but before we slept.
yes.
Yeah.
I forgot you did sleep weird
We all
and,
go
and
into
you went
dream.
out at night.
Yeah.
Well, it's starting to get early morning haze. Not quite 24 hours, but like it was a weird sleep for you guys. You slept during the day and you were up all night, so you kind of do feel that like little like buzzing in your eyeballs that you get when you're like, that was a weird sleep.
We're in the market. Is there any coffee?
Roll an investigation check.
Not that I can pay for it. It's a 2.
No, you don't. Like you kind of look around. You,
Oh, investigation's a 7. I have a
Mm.
+5. I'm apparently very good at looking.
You like kind of look around, and like, you're in like more of the like market section. Like there's like fish stalls starting to be set up, like fruit and veggie, like open air market kind of stalls being set up, and like people are not out. Like you have like a few early guys that are like out there already, being like, "I'll give you $5 for that fish," and they're like, "Sir, I have not even done setting it. No, it's $5." Like so you see like some of those early bargain people. But not dollars, 5 gold, whatever. You know what I mean. But anyway,
Yeah.
like you see like these early bargainers out, and for the most part, people are still just setting up stalls. And like, sir, just come back in an hour. Come back in. No, still like
Bargain
you see
shopping.
like these like
Oh.
harassed halflings like trying to like shoo off this old dwarf from their stall. But anyway, other than that, you don't really see any coffee vendors. Like this isn't really like the cafe
cafe
section.
section.
This is like the fish market section, like the fruit veggie stand section. But yeah,
Morning fish juice.
No.
Wakes you right up.
Let's just keep going. He's so awake.
Oh. We should make sure we stop by the library.
We don't talk
Not
about
yet.
library's pretty far away logistically, Thorgan. You would know that.
I do know that. I know that better than anyone in the city. I keep tabs on the
We'll
where
do
the
that
library is at all
after.
times.
We need to clear her name first.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Give
Yeah.
me one
Just
second
saying,
here.
she could be helpful.
I'm just
God.
saying.
I don't
From an
trust
unbiased
her.
perspective, it is far from right there.
I don't trust her around
We don't need to
petrified
get more crime
loved
upon
ones.
us. We're just. She's not going to jail with us if we go to jail. First, we need to not be in jail, and then we'll go wake her up.
Yeah, we're not bringing her to rock.
Yeah, it's all the way southwest. It's like across 2 bridges. It's pretty far.
Ooh, excellent.
I crossed one bridge right now, but not 2 bridges. That's just
Not too
that's just too much before I've had coffee.
That's a bridge too
No,
far.
but that's bad
No.
parenting if you bring your kid to
Do
jail.
all of you have
Okay.
active inspiration at this point? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all just hoarding it. Like, no, I can't take it from me.
Yeah.
I don't make any rolls.
I just forgot.
I'm just along for the ride.
Okay. So where are you guys heading?
To
The library.
Catrions.
No.
No. I just
To
said we will
Catrion.
get not jail, then we get her.
Fucking like bonks her on the head.
To the library.
Jesus
No.
No.
Catrions is that way. Library, I don't even remember where it is.
Her eyes get so big.
Block it out of my memory.
You must have a little head trauma from Lyra hitting you too much.
Exactly. Yes. Hopefully that's what. Yeah, I'm trying to give you head trauma. You forget all those books that you love in the library so much.
Ah, so many good books.
Okay, so let me just make some adjustments here.
Good God.
Children love
Flicking
the
through
books.
notes, flipping through my notes. Just doing a quick
Don't click.
What are we?
flicking through my notes.
Oh wait, I guess as we're walking, we should like. What are we planning to do?
Well, I had a question for
Yeah, what's-
Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that you can disguise yourself. Can you disguise others? Because our friend here might want to be disguised when Catrion sees her.
I can't.
And that's the thing. Like, do we want to?
It's just me.
Just you? You can't?
It's
Okay.
just me. I can be.
But like, we
Whoever.
know enough. Could we distract her and get her out of the house? So then, like.
So what, then she could go in?
Yeah, well, we also would like her to try and unstone some other people,
I
so
could.
kind of need more time than like no time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are making your way down.
Making our way downtown.
Thorgan, you're not thrilled to be back into the city proper, especially like as it's like starting to get like morning rush hour traffic. You know, like as D&D goes, like you know people are starting to come out of their houses, get their horses saddled up,
Yeah.
moving to their commutes. You get like shouldered a few
Yeah,
times.
you're like weaving
by,
through traffic.
yeah,
yeah.
you get shouldered a few times.
You
You're
got
just
rush
like,
hour.
why did I ever want to come to the city
You're
in the
going
first
against
place?
the flow of traffic.
Yeah. Exactly. As you guys are making your way through,
I stiffen up extra so anyone who shoulders me is definitely the one who's getting
the
killed.
one who breaks.
Yes,
Not me.
exactly.
Flexing.
I become a New Yorker right
I
now.
become a New Yorker. Vicky, stop looking at my rolls. Stop. She can't help herself, and the problem is I can only cover so much up, and she just like, what are you rolling?
Well,
Really?
It's
I'm
very
too
not
exposed.
nosy, so you could
I'm
be
too
silly.
Super
exposed.
nosy.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
No, he's just like
Filled
I
with
don't know.
noses.
I knew the exact closet my mom put my Christmas gifts every year. I never looked.
I wouldn't
Oh,
look at the
that's good
gifts, but
self-control.
I just want to know where they are.
Gotcha.
That's all.
Yeah, then so you can not look there. Just in case you
Yeah,
accidentally
it's
run
just
into it.
simply that I would like to know.
As you guys are moving through, you do see like a small gathering starting to build off to the side. And there's like seems to be like a sort of a stage sort of set up, like some boards kind of erected. You would go investigate it?
No.
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 Like, can I look from afar? Just.
There's too many people. Like
We're
you're
gonna get
kind of
hanged
short
when
too,
we don't
Lyra.
fix the
You think
problem.
those are, yeah?
Don't know, don't care, because we're not going. Let's go.
Same.
All right, you guys continue on.
Bro,
Yeah.
we don't need to be in the capital.
What if someone else is getting hung?
Not my problem.
I'm sorry.
Not us.
You do like eventually catch like
Is
a few whiffs of like conversation, and as like whoever probably was like walking up to the top of the stage gets there and is like, and they like hold out like a parchment, and you just hear someone say, "Okay, first up we have," and like he's just reading through names, and you hear people like booing or like cheering, like it sounds like a spectacle of some sort, but you do think it might be somewhere along execution. I don't know.
No, it's a show.
Execution adjacent.
They had a gala. They can have a show.
It's a murder mystery.
No, that's us.
I think that Hunter just kind of like stands a bit closer to Thorgan and just kind of shrinks a little bit.
Bro, we're not getting hung. Fuck that.
It's easy for you to say. You don't look like a demon.
You can literally not look like a demon wherever you want.
She has a point.
For like an hour.
That's all you need.
But what if I need to look at someone else?
It's fine, we can skip time. We have to.
Yeah,
You were so excited to be
Yeah, we're not gonna let you.
You
get
weren't
hung.
stressed like all the rest of the hours.
Well, now this is this hour. And I'm gonna hide next to Thorgan. He's big.
You're not gonna get hanged. If anything,
You hear the group where they just go, yeah, like a whole cheer kind of go up. So you hear just the
So it is. No, it's tap dancers.
yeah. It's time for
Is Samara coming? Is she around? Is she
She's
nearby?
like walking, but like kind of like pulls her
Mhm.
like her scarf a little bit tighter around her head. But she's not really saying much. She's like kind of eyes.
Is she
Yeah,
like
eyes forward.
with our party or is she tailing our party?
She's like with you guys, but not like chummy close. Like she's not huddled next to Thorgan like you are. Like, she's like walking at a
Thorgan is the
reasonable
executioner.
pace to be marked as with your group, but
Okay.
not like arms slung around shoulders,
yeah,
like
yeah,
you know, hanging with the crew, you know, kind of thing.
I mean, I don't think we're all holding hands right now. I think it's just.
Hunter's like climbing
Yeah.
on shoulders back.
Yeah,
Thorgan's
well,
flat.
Thorgan, yeah, with
But we're-
Hunter,
yeah.
but I don't think the rest of us are.
No, four of us.
Not right
holding
now.
would
I'm
be
not emotional
conspicuous
yet.
right now, and yeah, no,
We could hold hands.
not. It would put us at risk.
Alright, so, yeah, what's the point when we get there? Because, like,
Yeah, I do think distraction. Well, we can do this, you know, good cop, bad cop. We can do this the easy way or the hard way with them, with Catrion, because what we need is to buy time for Samar, and it doesn't really matter how we do it.
I
Right.
can...
Yes.
Okay.
you can
By
what?
time
Yeah.
for what? For me to.
Well, I assume that, you know, you and Catrion, if she sees you, then she'll probably have a pretty bad reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
Yes.
need to, if you're gonna go in there and
Try
do
to
anything, she needs to not see you.
unfreeze people.
Yes.
So we gotta distract her.
Yes.
Get her out of the house, distract
That
her.
would be required. I think.
Exactly, so, yeah.
Well, I could look like Samara, and then she could chase me. I could look like Durgo Nask and be like, "You told me the shipment would be ready by now."
So yes, I'm sure she would believe that.
We could. We used to play this game when I was a kid where you go up and you bang on someone's door and then you run away.
Oh, yes.
And then they come to the door and you're not there. And then you do it again. And the
I used
more
to play
times
that
you
game
do
too.
it.
It's a great game.
It's a great
Yeah,
game.
so good. Yes.
I don't think that's enough.
Knock Knock Dash, great game.
what if you guys talk to her in the front, or maybe like 2 of you guys go and knock on the door, and then we go in through an upstairs window.
I feel like if anyone's gonna talk to her and annoy her, it might be need to be you.
I know I am just so charming and persuasive.
Exactly. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to be. Like, I don't know, what would we talk to her about that, like, is gonna keep her out there?
Oh, I don't know. Her cat's really cool. And she had this wonderful antique furniture that I'm sure is probably from a really interesting and unique market from around here. Could also just say that we're not with that other group anymore because they're too violent. And we are, in fact, in need of supplies and resources. We could say that we have more leads and she needs to follow us to this place. We were told to bring her there. We could just break into her house.
See, I was kind of thinking that.
Just break into her house?
Do we need her to like us? Does she have special powers that can, like, really mess us up?
We don't know, I guess, technically.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
Does
feel
she
like
have special powers?
but she could also have them on her side. Like, she has
Petra?
more stone people in
Can't-
her basement.
We could
Yeah.
always just
No.
can't we?
Why would she have
There's
special
that
powers?
fancy
I don't know,
thing
we're
where
just
we're
trying to
all
cover our
invisible
bases.
pass.
Well, that's passed without a
No,
trace.
I mean-
I don't think I would be able to use it to break into someone's house,
Yakoma's
though.
never mentioned anything.
Fair.
I know her
You
very
Yeah,
tentatively.
it's a little
Okay.
too conspicuous.
He wanted us to meet under better conditions, but you know, it never happened. So, but he would have mentioned something, I'm sure.
For sure.
Oh, you could look like a guard
I
and
could
ask
look
her
like a
out
guard.
to the streets for some questioning.
Out to the street.
Questioning. I could ask her questions about us and see what she thinks of us.
Oh, that's actually
Wait,
brilliant.
that's fun! Oh,
Yeah.
you've actually done it!
Yes, you heard that we were there
Yeah.
and you want to know about us.
Following up on a lead.
And what? Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh, I love this. Alright, so how are we gonna split, though? Because we should maybe not leave her alone, just in case?
Well,
But she will be out
she
on the
can't-
street in the day.
she can't be a guard asking about us with one
Right.
of us.
So I
next
said, well,
to-
maybe if one of
Unless we pretend that we've been captured.
I think that might be too.
No.
early.
No, it's the only way it would work.
Also, Hunter can signal us if anything goes wrong.
Also, it's during the day in the street, so, like, it's less sketchy. There's probably more stuff in the house that can hurt us. Who knows?
At most, then, if we're not going to go the full bold capture route, we could have one person stay behind and just keep an eye, like, in the crowd.
Or we
Yeah.
could Marshall. Marshall talks, right? To your brain. Oh, wait, you have a book?
That's what I'm saying. She
Oh,
could
yeah, you could just write at
message
us.
any of us.
Scribble us. Yeah, alright.
So I
let's
think
just...
this is a
Yeah,
good,
yeah, yeah.
Is a good plan.
Oh, yeah. Plus, that'll be great to get dirt
Mm-hmm,
On us.
on us. Yeah, but, like, I want to know.
See what she really thinks about it.
Oh, bro. This would be great.
Okay, so
What if she tries to bring me down to the basement and turn me into one of her statue people?
We'll be
That's
in the
when
basement.
That's when we step in.
Okay.
We're in the
Problems.
basement, unstatued.
That would
in the
answer so
basement.
many questions. That would be amazing, actually.
Yeah.
I really
I'd
hope
love
she
to
does
see it.
that.
Yeah.
Should I try to get myself statued?
Yeah, you need to go as
Ooh.
far as you can without actually
You guys
becoming a
wouldn't let me be
statue.
a statue though, right?
No, I
We're
would never
literally
let you
going
be
to the
statue.
basement to unstatue people, so she'll bring you down there and we'll go,
Surprise.
no!
Okay.
But that's awesome, I love that!
as you guys are progressing, Hunter, you feel like a little tug on your cloak, and you look over and you see like this small halfling girl with like a couple daisies like tucked away into her hair, and she's got a basket of some roses, and she goes, "Pretty rose for pretty lady. Copper piece, please."
Look at Dad. I have not a copper to my name. I have literally nothing.
Bergen, as she follows Hunter's gaze to you, you get like the full force of this like 6-year-old halfling girl's eyes turned up at you.
Yeah, Thorgan obviously immediately melts. He's like, yeah, I can't. Alright, I just had to rummage through my bag here. Yeah, I'm making me. Oh my god. Okay. What do we got?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I've had money for over a human
Very long
year.
time.
Yeah, no, you deposit it at the Bank of Thorgan. Yes.
No, I spent it all on making Marshall.
That's why I keep.
Yeah.
I keep.
I spent
Yeah.
every
The
penny I
group
had to
funds.
make Marshall the Third.
Oh, and Marshall the Third, so helpful.
He makes me feel very brave.
Marshall III is.
Does he?
Yes,
Great.
when he's out.
When he's out, he's always in his pocket dimension.
Yeah,
But he doesn't like getting dirty. And
He
it's
doesn't
so
like our
dirty.
lifestyle.
He doesn't.
I used the last of my,
He makes us feel very brave.
I used the last of my money to bribe us into the gala.
Wait, you have no money either?
The last of my money to bribe us into the gala. If only you would run out
Sorry.
sooner.
So are you taking out the copper
Thorgan rummages through the bag, takes out 2 copper pieces. There you go.
She'll do like a little curtsy. Thank you kindly.
You're
And
welcome.
she'll hold out the rose to you. And kind of like doing a quick scan and then like head off towards like a group of like these flamboyant ladies who are like walking down like dressed very nicely. And, you hear like offside like pretty rose for a birthday. And you hear like it go off again.
Yeah. I'll take one of the roses and I'll hand it to Thorgan. I got my rose. I put it in my
Thank you.
hair. I'll take it. Braid it on in.
Oh my goodness.
It matches your complexion perfectly.
Yes. Perfect. Thank you, Thorgan.
Oh, anytime, Hunter.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
I'll take you literally.
I'll take it literally.
Yeah, I shouldn't have. You're right. I shouldn't have said that.
With that, you guys are able to cross a couple more streets.
Yeah.
You, Hunter, narrowly, your tail almost gets run over by a carriage. You're able to kind of like swipe it up, and you hear someone just like yell out the window, "Watch where you're walking, you dirty tiefling!" Like spits in the
Jesus.
cobblestones. Yeah, you just, he's in his Trump era.
Just
Anyway.
take my tail and just kind of tuck it back up and then saddle back over to Thorgan. I was having a great time.
I
but again,
glare
not
at that man
anymore.
so hard, even though there's nothing I can do about it. But I'm just like, oh,
The carriage
next
just.
time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
carries
No, I'm
on.
not trying to do
He's
anything.
kind
I'm
of
just,
speeding. Like there's speed limits, he would be speeding.
If
but
there
like,
were speed
yeah.
I just mumble as soon as we're not going to jail.
As soon as we're not going to jail,
Oh my god.
you can murder somebody.
Oh yeah.
Break his
But it committed
spokes.
crime.
Oh yeah.
As soon as our record's clean, I'm committing a crime.
Yes. Yeah.
That is the
Can't stay
trend.
clean for long.
Yep.
No.
That's
But,
the trend,
They're being
for
racist.
sure.
They get crime. That's what happens.
You get
crime.
You get crimed.
They get crime.
You guys are able to kind of move across the street, get into like sort of the shadows cast by the like early morning sun, kind of like banking off the side of the building. What do? You're at the residence of Catru Mandos.
I think we're gonna do the thing, right?
Alright.
So, okay, she knocks on the front door. How do we get in?
Was there a back door? Cause like we were in that house for a while. We were doing stuff. I feel like we should know if there was.
Are the houses like built into each other so that there's no gap between them? Or can you walk between them?
The houses have like it's like townhouse kind of thing. Like they have like little narrow alleys where it looks like some refuse is being
Okay.
deposited and that sort of
Okay.
thing. But like you'd have to like kind of walk. Like it's medieval times. People like throw their shit into like these little
Yep.
side gutters. You know, it's a kind of gross.
We have
Um,
sewer boots on.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah,
we were
you
made
do.
for this.
You do.
We
Yeah,
have
yeah.
sewer boots
Yeah.
on.
And it looks like it kind of like drains down into like some of these grates in the sides, but it's like you don't really want to walk up there, but you could.
Sewer boots. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Sewer boots doesn't matter. Take it down. Okay.
Yeah.
So you like kind of huddle under the eave. There's like this light slanting through to cause a little bit of shadow for your group. You get the vibe that if you hang here for too long, you are gonna probably draw some attention, like squattery kind of looks.
Yep.
But what are you guys planning? You have a side alley that you could go down. There's the front door. There's like a few windows, but you'd have to like finagle that somehow.
I go side alley and see if there's a back door.
Yeah.
You're gonna go up the side.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're able to kind of like kind of like walk through like certain areas, sidle up the side. It smells not great, but you're just from the sewers, so it's like honestly
It's
your
better.
your nose is sort of dead to
Pretty
it at this
standard.
point. At least there's a breeze, right?
Yeah.
And you get over to the side alley. You do see that there's like a small little like yard plot behind that. There's like some rose like dahlia gardens, kind of like blooming from these like little tiny flower plots. And like other than that, there's not a whole lot there, but you do see that there is like a little back door that goes in from that spot. You just kind of like hop the fence into the garden area and then move to the garden area into the back door.
Alright, perfect.
Cool.
Should alright, so Hunter should probably don disguise, go to the front door,
Mhm.
and give us a signal when it's
She can write in her book.
When it's good,
Just
yeah.
Oh,
gotta-
or she can message. I don't know.
Either way.
Just
Yeah.
to, because I don't know
Is
about that.
probably better.
Okay, yeah. If you could
Yeah.
pull off.
I mean,
write
if you're
in the book.
if you're a guard, you
Because
look
guards
like
have
you're
books.
just writing
Yeah, yeah.
down like what she's saying,
You
especially
just
if you're
don't know how to
talking
be
her.
someone else, okay? I don't have the capabilities.
And then yeah, maybe one of us should just like because if she's out front, she might see one of us.
Yeah, no, I
Exactly.
think
Okay.
we should just.
Yep, yep.
We can't. risk
Sounds
it.
good. We'll be back here. Let us know when we're good to go in.
If only we had someone who could communicate effortlessly in all of our minds over large volumes of distance.
Not the time. Right now.
Saying.
Okay?
I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm
Please
gonna-
just do the thing.
I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder and go. I know you do a great job, Hunter, and give you a bardic inspiration.
Thanks, buddy. I think I can do it too.
Okay.
What's that now? D8.
Oh, getting fancier.
I forgot how much shit I put in here.
What are you?
Sorry, I'm just laughing at my own stuff. Like, oh, I forgot I wrote that. Just brushing up on a few quick things.
So she can kill us.
Yeah.
Okay, who are you disguising yourself as? Is there like a particular guard that you remember?
Oh my god, Officer Bad Daddy!
I thought about it, but what if she knows him and they have a secret tryst?
Oh.
Not Officer Bad Daddy!
No, yeah,
I
that
did
might
think
happen.
about it, but you know,
Like, you put that in his voice. You've heard his
he
voice.
went down a big spiral about it. No,
That's amazing that you spiraled over being Officer Bad Daddy.
I did. Also, I can't really change my height too much, and he's a little short.
Okay.
But I did when I was out with Cece that one time, and I did sneak out of the inn. I did disguise myself as a standard guard man back then. I think that she would use disguise self not to be someone specific, but under kind of having seen their
Outfit.
their like garb.
Guard
Huh?
The guard garb.
The guard garb, picking someone who seemed like they were like middle ranking, not the highest ranking, but not like the people who are just like guarding cells and stuff, people who are on the patrols. And I think that she would pick just like a human man with
Ooh,
like
boring. Make him boring.
just
So you wouldn't remember.
golden like tan hair that's kind of pulled back.
Okay.
Maybe a nice little beard
Okay.
going on.
All right.
What if she hits
Is
on
he
him?
handsome?
Oh no, he's hot.
No,
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Are,
He's
what-
not.
What, are we hot?
That
no.
wouldn't be bad.
She's just being her dad.
Ew, don't call my dad hot.
Don't say that.
Ew.
That's weird.
Okay, so you're looking
No.
like your dad. Okay.
It's a face I know pretty well,
Yeah, and a voice.
and a voice I know pretty well.
Okay,
Your
so
dad's
you,
a human?
you don't know that.
You don't know it's my dad.
You just you're as
Yeah,
dressed
no.
as a guy.
No, I know. Just Sam had to ask.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, I suppose you'd know that like humans make tiefling babies.
I
They
didn't-
don't come from tiefling parents.
Okay.
Curses upon our family.
Oh,
Actually, I
okay.
didn't know
See,
that.
I wouldn't have known
Blood,
that.
the
Okay.
bloodline.
I think Lyra would have known
That's why
that.
everyone
I
hates
wouldn't
us.
have known that.
Yeah,
Got it.
same.
You like vague tiefling lores, like that Lyra, and all you would know is like you can sometimes have like it depends on like how corrupt your bloodline is. Like if you like fucked up, like and
You're
you're
just
like
gonna have a bunch of them.
you can have multiple tieflings in a family line, or like have parents who are tieflings, that sort of thing, and then kids who are tieflings. But often more it's like very diluted, like your great grandpappy fucked up, and now his great grandkid suddenly is a devil. You know, like or, you know, like so
Wow.
sometimes people
Oh, that's
like
so
Wow.
extra fucked up.
yeah, but that's
Sins of the
also why
father,
there's a lot of
okay,
like
yeah.
racism towards
No,
tieflings
that's
because
makes
one, they're
sense.
not a very common race, they're a minority.
Yeah.
And then two,
It's almost not even a race because it's like.
Yeah, it's just it's a curse.
two because
Yeah,
it's
it's a
like they're
condition.
seen as bad omens. Like you know,
Yeah.
yeah. they're-
Hunter is a
Oh,
condition.
it's like a peanut allergy.
Yeah.
But
My great great
they're-
grandfather was allergic to peanuts, so now I look like this.
I was like,
Now I'm a peanut.
I'm a peanut. But basically that's
I'm the
that's
allergy.
you know
Okay.
you guys would know in the world like that's where a lot of the racism comes from is people are like oh like they did something
They deserve it.
unholy
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
deserve
Yeah.
it like this is
Yeah.
what they
Okay.
get
Yeah.
and also I can't affiliate with those dirty tieflings because
Mhm.
then what if my blood gets corrupted? What if my kids look like that? You know,
Gotcha.
like, you know. So
That
there's a
makes
lot
total
of
sense.
of like that going around.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Um,
almost kind of fair in a way.
Yeah.
And I'd want to be racist too, actually. I actually hate Hunter now.
See, everyone hates me.
I'm just like with that in mind.
Actually,
Now that I
He
understand
just
the lore of
leaves
the
like
world.
I didn't want to be in the capital.
get away from me.
I never wanted to be here.
Actually, I don't like you. Just takes the rose, crushes it, drops the petals on the ground.
I won't
Tieflings
ever
are
bring you to the
curses?
library.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck in the library on your own.
She
Tieflings
just
are curses,
dies
that
in the
explains a lot.
street
We'd have to
crying.
move in with
Since I met
Catria.
you.
We wouldn't be able to get anywhere.
But anyway, you see Hunter like it's kind of eerie, but you watch her face like fill out a little bit more. Her hair kind of like shorten and curl inwards, and like kind of shift colors to like more neutral, like earthy kind of toned, like hair, skin, that sort of thing. And you see just this like
Human guy.
guy in a guard outfit.
Alright, cool.
Perfect.
I'm gonna
How's your dad talk?
kind of get a gruff drawl bit
Okay.
to him.
Okay.
Oh god, he's gonna slow talk her to death.
Yes.
Oh, I love that so much.
Okay.
Lyra
so,
loves that too.
Alright, what are you doing?
Hunter is gonna preemptively cast minor illusion because disguise self is not a concentration spell. I'm gonna cast. Wait, does it change what my stuff looks like too? Use spell to add a hat. Can I use the disguise self to change what my warlock book looks like? It says, including your clothes, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person. Look different until the end of the spell.
Yep.
Great. I'm just gonna make my warlock book look just like a standard
Law book.
law book.
Yeah. Sounds good. Gotta
Um,
throw the book at him.
yeah.
Really slowly.
Yeah, the
You
front
catch on minute.
front half of the pages just look like a bunch of like scribbly officer notes, not like Hunter's little like doodles and like recipes and
Yeah.
You have to hide your fucking handwriting.
It
too.
looks boring. Got it. Alright.
looks so boring. And you watch Hunter, you know, she's kind of been kind of like crouched in on herself, kind of like straighten herself up really tall, like lift her chin up, put this pretend helmet underneath her shoulder, and just stride like she knows what she's doing and that she deserves to be there and in this space.
Wow.
Okay, give me a performance check.
Wow.
Definitely performance.
I'm gonna do my bestest. That's for sure. Can I guide myself?
Yeah.
Great. Ooh.
Nice.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay, pretty good. All right, you come up to this door. Heavy walk. You kind of like wrap back in the door.
Ooh.
Ooh, authority.
Yeah.
You kind of
That's how I
sit
used to knock
there.
on my door when I did bad things.
Kind of sit there for a second. How long are you willing to wait? What if she's not home? Like,
I'm trying
what
to
do you
think.
think would be Hunter's cutoff?
I think that her dad would wait 8 seconds before knocking again.
Okay, 8 seconds passes.
Miss Mendes, we got some questions for you. We heard you were harboring some questionables.
Oh no.
Okay, you wait. Sit there for a second. Then you see the little, like, eye hole will slit kind of side open, and you see like a pair of like, you know, wrinkled eyes kind of squint through and go, oh, okay, 1 second, dear. And you hear like a little lock being fiddled with, and then door opens up. You see this like woman like wrapping her shawl, the one that you would know to be Catcher and Mendoza. She's like wrapping this shawl around her, and it's
Yeah.
like still a little like chilly early morning, and she goes, oh, can I help you, officer?
Officer Leon, Miss Mendes.
She's really trying to get
Heard you had some questionables here, and I know that's kind of your business, and I know you're not here to rat no one out, but they've been causing a little bit of a hubbub-baloo up at the barracks.
Well,
And I heard maybe you would know some stuff about them.
give me 1 second. Looking at my own lore. Just give me a second.
Catcher quickly reads her lore.
Catcher was like, 1 second, I need to read my Bible.
Catrone's just like,
It's okay, ma'am. Take
Just
your
something written on her
time.
hand.
The law is patient.
The law is patient.
24 hours worth of patience is all we get.
We got all day, miss.
No, they. No, come on.
Tell us.
Hmm? You guys can see that, or did you guys go all the way around back?
No, we're all the
Yeah,
way
we're all
back.
back.
Yeah, we're expecting a signal.
While she's consulting her Bible and cleaning her spectacles, Officer Leon's gonna take out his little law book, and is gonna write Catrione Mendoza is home, answered door, and then I don't know. 2 turns of the glass.
Okay.
Report start.
So I think she basically is like gonna be like, well,
What
Wait,
does that mean?
we don't have hours. It's not like 8 o'clock in the morning. You probably got hourglasses. You turn the clock twice. 2 turns of the
Oh,
glass.
you're trying to write cop stuff. I
It's a
thought that
real
was
report.
something to us, and I was like, what's
Oh no,
that?
it's
It
in
is.
the book to you guys.
it is. We're just in the backyard like 2 turns of the
She
So
says,
the
well,
glass. What's the glass?
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I literally would have turned you.
so you see her like.
I think this is all
pause
just
and,
going to Thorgan.
Okay, perfect.
You see her like pause and thought for a minute, and she goes, well.
I think it's working.
I do make a habit, you're right, of housing those less fortunate. The guide does smile upon those who harbor charity in their hearts. You would know the guide is like another name people give the Festus, who is one of the goddesses in the pantheon of this world.
We're just gonna have such a chat.
Yeah, we're gonna have a,
It's gonna be such a vibe.
you know,
She's
Festus guidance. May the gods smile upon your deeds.
You, thank you.
She's still gonna fall in love with him. Ooh.
That is kind of hot. But anyway, real quick, while she's talking to this person, are you guys like in the alley tucked away? Like, where is everyone?
We the three of us went to the back. We went basically to the back door.
So you're actively sneaking to the back to try to sneak into the back door while this is happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna pause that right now.
Yes.
Because she seems like, you know,
She's just talking.
she seems
Yeah.
like she's engaging this right
Yeah.
now. Hunter, you give me an insight check. The three of you give me a stealth check, and I'll have Samara make one too.
Oh, nat 20!
I
Well,
have an
some, 'cause-
unnatural 20.
Unnatural.
But I also have probably something in stealth for 24 with a nat 20.
Nice.
24.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm so.
Wow.
I just want to solve this
Wow.
fucking crime. That's all I want.
You're solving crime.
All right, what do we got, Eli?
A 9?
15.
What do you got?
15.
15. Okay. So Larry, you're kind of taking the lead because you already scoped it out. You've already been up this alley and back, so you're familiar with like where to place your feet, to like where to like kind of duck and weave. So you're just kind of ghosting through, like whisper soft steps. Thorgan, you're kind of like able to like watch, catch her lead, like see where she's placing her feet, kind of like mimic it a little bit. Like you're not in your element here. It's the city. Like if you guys were like in the trees, in the woods,
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
be.
He
you'd
could
be-
run away
yeah.
from us again, yeah.
Yeah. No, you'd be doing so much better. But like your cloak kind of snags on something here and there, but you're able to kind of like pull it
A
free
little bit
without.
heavier, so it makes a little more sound.
Yeah. Eli.
Oh, I should have stayed back and taught you.
It's Samara. So
Okay, because that just makes
so like you're kind of like initially Samara's kind of like keeping with it like as well as can be expected, like sort of you get the feeling like used to being like kind of slinking around in places and trying to
She's
be
a
unknown.
sewer snake. How is
Yeah.
she not
You
stealthy?
try,
Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa.
Commentary unnecessary, but yeah.
I didn't say it. I'm too far ahead. Sneaking.
Quietly.
So she's kind of like
Sneaky snake.
nimbly making her way through. Eli, at some point, you're taking like a step, and your foot catches in like some of the grime of the alley, and just kind of was like quick movements. And as you jerk forward, you kind of like grab Samara, and she like puts her hand against the wall, like brace herself, and you like maybe like rattle the side of like a bin in the back, and kind of both just kind of freeze and look at you two and just be like, Hunter,
Yeah.
you do hear, you do see more someone here catch you and kind of say, did you hear that?
Hear what, ma'am?
Oh, I wonder if it's that alley cat that keeps coming by. Hold on, sir. And she's just like wrapping the shawl and starting to go down towards like the alleyway.
Ma'am, the alley cat can wait. I know you have the most given heart. The most. But we have law unabiding non-citizens out here. And I do worry for your safety.
You were for my sake. Oh, officer. Okay, I understand. The cat can wait. Well, I will say, yes, I have hosted some individuals. I couldn't say I know much about anyone's backstory. I don't really ask. You're making me Southern drawl over here. Oh my gosh. It's contagious.
Everyone is southern now.
If I gave you some descriptions, could you tell me if you hosted them?
Well, I suppose I could, yes.
And maybe you could speak to, if you heard any of their conversations or to, mention on their character where they might be.
I suppose I could. If
It'd
it's
be
necessary. for
mighty
the law.
helpful.
Okay. Well, yes. Do you want to come inside? I can make some tea and, it's rather drafty out here. It is like kind of like late fall, early winter now. It's starting.
Yeah.
It's got like that kind of bitter, like kind of cold in it this morning.
He'll be like, Ma'am, unfortunately, it's against policy to enter a civilian's abode.
Give me a persuasion check.
No, you gotta be in the box. Persuasion?
Yeah. I know you're kind of making deceptions, but you're also trying to persuade her that you are. And I'm sure
Right.
somewhere there is some policy against entering.
It actually sounds realistic.
Yeah, it sounds realistic. At this point, you're trying to persuade her that you are this persona.
24.
Oh.
24. Okay.
Persuasive. She is the law.
Okay. She's the law. All right. All right.
I don't. All my clothes are fake.
That's awesome.
Well, okay. I suppose. Are you sure? I just made a hot kettle.
Does she have any like benches out here?
No,
Like, is there
it's
like
just
a
like
little,
stoop.
just a little stoop?
Little stoop.
Like, mighty kind heart. There's also a policy against accepting liquids, beverages, anything while we're on duty. There was, and he leans in, there was an incident.
Incident. Do
An
tell.
incident.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't ask you to tell. I'm so nosy. I can't help myself. Okay. Well, no, that makes perfect sense. I'm so sorry. You
I
just look so cold,
appreciate
dear.
the offer.
Okay. Well, how about you wanted descriptions? Yeah. So she'll start going into descriptions while
Yeah,
this is
I was
happening.
gonna say, he'll give the description of each of our party and,
Yeah.
just do it in a nice, slow, drawly sort of way.
Yeah.
You know?
Killing time. Yep.
Killing
All right.
time.
He's her to death.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. You guys.
No one's even around to notice it.
You guys.
Performance of a lifetime. Don't
Yeah.
wasted.
Yeah. You guys are able to kind of slowly start moving back down the alley as he sort of distracts her from the alley cat fiasco. And you make it into the little garden area. Lyra, you can kind of do a quick hop and skip over the fence into the yard. The rest of you guys can sort of. Everyone just give me a flat acrobatics or athletics check. How bad are you get into the yard? You all get into the yard. How
just-
cool is it though?
Morgan
too,
just
or am I
easily
good?
jumps over it with his magic jump ring.
Oh yeah, you just
Just
Air Jordans.
yeah, just dunk it.
Yeah.
All right. That is 17. So
Okay.
after stumbling, I
Yeah.
just do
Figures your shit out.
a little, I do a little grab the fence and then just kind of do a high leg up and then just kind of put my other leg up and for a second I'm just holding the fence and then I just land with my leg and then go over.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Little goob.
Samara gets over the fence easily enough as well and follows kind of close on your heels. But yeah, you guys, cool kid make it into the yard.
Thank God.
That could have been so bad.
Alright, you come to the door. Lyra, I'm assuming you're kind of taking the lead in this group march since you did the first recon.
Yeah.
You come up, you grab the door, and
Yeah, I assume it's locked.
If only we had someone who could pick locks.
Does anyone know how to pick one?
If only we had something that could turn into every shape of every key.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Eli, what's your passive perception?
Let's see.
Hunter's the one who can pick
14.
Can you actually
You,
pick locks? No, you just have the kid.
You're kind of dusting yourself off. You're just sitting there watching
To be honest,
Lyra
I thought
try to figure out the door, and you kind of look over and you just see that cat from earlier, the big fluffy fat cat just standing in the window staring at you. Reaches up its paws and starts scraping on the grass, and you just hear it going.
Mr.
Oh,
Tibbles.
And Hunter, from where you are, you hear, like, from inside out, meow, meow, meow. And you see Catcher in the corner go, Mr. Tibbles, what's wrong? And you see her kind of, like, start to move in.
You're not making my job easy.
Mr. Tibbles just,
God.
I'm gonna, yeah. Can we get like out of like the rest is Lyra like out of sight, like over at the door?
well,
like,
Lyra doesn't know Mr. Tibbles is sounding the alarm.
yeah, but like if I were to go over there, could I get out of
Yeah.
like line of sight of the window?
Yeah, yeah. You
Okay,
just have to, like, get
just
up
gonna-
against the wall kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like dip away from
Okay.
the window, so hopefully.
Okay, so you
It's quiet.
just like
Yeah, I'm just like,
lean away and against the wall.
Slink down.
Do you tell anyone about this?
I'm gonna
yeah.
when she turns her back to go look at Mr. Tibbles,
Because Lyra's like rattling the door, like Lyra's
I'm
like
gonna-
doing stuff.
I'm gonna use
Mhm.
minor illusion to make the sound of a yowling cat
Okay.
in the back, and then the sound of like
Minor illusion has a verbal component, right?
somatic and material, a piece of fleece.
Oh.
You create a
no
sound.
verbal?
Its volume can be ranged from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, someone else's, a lion's roar, a beating of a drum, or any other sound you choose.
Yeah, look, it's the one of the few non-verbal spells. All right, great. So
Mhm.
you kind of like hand behind, like clasp your hands behind your back, kind of move your hands a little bit.
Yeah.
And you make a yowling cat sound coming from where?
Just from like the side, and then make it sound like it's running up the side of the house towards where we are.
Oh, like it's coming from the alleyway?
Yeah,
Is
like
that-
it's coming from the alleyway, but it's like running. Maybe Mr. Tibble's scared. The little cat. He's stressed out about the cat. Now that the cat's gone, Mr. Tibble's be quiet.
Oh, I see. Alright. Make a performance check. Or you can use like Arcana, I guess. Depending on how you want to control the magic.
Also, it wouldn't be like shaking the door. Like, it's like I would test it and then be like,
Yeah.
just kind of staring at it, like, what the fuck do I do? I wouldn't be like trying to break it down yet.
You're not trying to hide though either.
No.
You're just like at the door.
Yeah.
What did you say? Arcana or
For performance.
Arcana or performance, depending on how you're trying to finagle the spell.
I think that it would be probably more of a performance to try to convince her that this scene has happened, that, like, you know, maybe she doesn't need to pay attention because the thing that's stressing Mr. Tibbles out has left the area, and it is an unnatural 20.
Okay, I'd say, yeah, performance to like make her interpret it a certain way versus, I guess Arcana would be like sound control. Like, how do you control
The answer is that it's the same both ways.
It's the same both ways.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's an
performance, right.
unnatural 20, whether it's
Natural 20.
Arcana or
So you kind of create this
performance.
like kind of noise off to the side, and she like turns, like she looks like kind of bewildered at this point. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's the alley cat again! Oh my god! Okay, oh, I
Must have
really-
just been. What's your cat's name?
Mr. Tibbles.
Oh, that's a great name.
Isn't it? It's such a good name.
Where'd you get it from?
I just came to me. I just looked at him. I was like, "You're a Mr. You know, you look like a Mr. Tibbles." And he,
Really? Not like
heard
your
and-
grandpappy or
no,
nothing like
she's just
that?
gonna keep talking.
Tell me. You've
um,
enchanted her.
Hunter's the perfect person for this.
you guys have a locked door. You're kind of like leaning out of the
just,
way,
like, leaning
and
in,
you
like,
hear that like the noise it makes when it's like rubbing on the window, like that like
Oh,
like kind of noise.
God.
You hear that sort of like stop for a second.
Okay.
Okay, well, I forgot that I don't have the
Tibbles.
lockpicks. That's Hunter, so, yeah. I thought I had them. I think I only took one. Can you Dorgan?
Dorgan, that only looks for secret doors. This is not a secret door.
We could check a window, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I
A
was
different
thinking.
window
A
that
different
doesn't
window.
have Tibbles in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have lock picking
Tibbles.
stuff.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't even have welcoming skills, so it was. Well, Hunter doesn't either, though. Yeah. Dorts aren't stabby enough, right? Dorts aren't stabby enough.
Dorts don't have the finesse.
Yeah.
I'll lean over to Samara and be like, you wouldn't happen to have any skills that help with this, would you?
No, I'm not that kind of girl. Well, we could, you could break a window? That would make a lot of noise.
It would.
I mean, we could
Do
at
you
least
have
check a
magic to shut
window.
up noises or something?
Yeah, like a silence. Let's see. Alright.
Is there like another like window on the ground level that's not the one that
No, that's just the one that Mr. Tibbles was in.
just that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
still. It's a cat. He meows. I'm sure. Like, just go under the window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try and like shimmy over to that window
Okay.
and then like see if I can push up on it or if it's
Okay.
closed.
You give me a sleight of hand, because you're trying to do this like gently
Yes.
to not make a
Yes,
loud
yes.
like window noise.
Oh, God.
Alright, that's fine. Sleight of hand. Okay, okay. I'm using my inspiration here.
Okay.
Good idea.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
Let's go.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
A 2 to a 19.
So sleight of hand. So it's gonna be the 23.
23.
Huge.
So you start to like kind of fit your hands in, and it does like you do the initial, and it goes, and you're like, you adjust your grip a little bit, kind of like sound out where that initial creak was, and you put like you kind of brace that side more, and then you're able to lift the window up a little.
I just turned to the guy.
You do like as you like turn the thumbs up, you just hear like a, and you like look
that-
up and you
that's
see Mr.
purring,
Tibbles
right?
like looking
Yeah.
down at you,
Okay.
and he's like happy drooling a little bit, and a little bit of it like
I-
falls onto your head.
I wipe back. I give him a little scratches. Okay. Oh God. Okay.
I thought he was gonna be mad at you.
Okay,
This is better.
this is great. Alright, so can we go?
So okay, you guys want to make another stealth check for me to get
Hold,
Yeah.
yeah, hold on. So, we should have cast this earlier when we were going. It would have saved us going down that alleyway, but we're gonna be sneaking through houses, creaky floorboards, and all that potentially. She's still like at the base of the front of the house. So, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace around all of us, as long as they're close enough to me, which is within 30 feet of me.
Hell yeah.
So I'll cast that, and we all have plus 10 to stealth checks.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, everyone make a stealth check with plus 10 now.
Okay. 31.
Dang.
Such a good. I laugh at your stealth
This is
check.
Lyra right now.
Oh my gosh. All right, 31. Very good.
27.
27. Really
23.
Good. 23. Really good. Somewhere else I got 23.
Yeah.
So. Neck and neck. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys
We're
all.
struggling.
You guys all like are able to just very quietly, like the loudest thing is Mr. Tibbles just purring away, and you're like are able to all like kind of quietly walk in through the window. Hunter, like this is like goes basically to the back of the, like straight from the door to the back. And you're just like talking to her, and you, like over her shoulder you can just see them climbing through. And
Parade through the window.
Just one.
Through the window.
watch
It's a
them all like.
cartoon.
You do wonder why they weren't going through the door, but you can kind of figure it out probably. And
I'm gonna write in my book to Thorgan, don't let Tibbles out. Period.
speaking of the devil, like as you read, like don't, or like hear in your head, like don't let Tibbles
Yeah.
out. You just feel like a little, and like a little like cat body move against your legs.
I don't say anything, of course, but I look down, like give it a little friendly wave. If once we're all through the through the window.
You're all through the window.
I try to very gracefully and gently close the window once again.
Okay, so you just gently. With that stealth check, yeah, you guys are able to just just gently close the window. You're in the house, and Hunter Catchburn was gonna say, "Well, so let me tell you, there were these individuals." She's at this point like described.
Yeah, and
you
he's
guys
taking diligent notes.
Yeah, she's described you guys, and she goes, "Well."
Are we just hearing all the notes? Or, like,
Yeah,
can
right,
you
does
turn
it
it
go to all
off?
of us?
No, it's only if I'm intent on sending.
Okay, good.
Sending
That's
Because
stuff.
that would be awful. You're just like, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I'm trying to stealth.
They were an odd bunch. Between you and me, I don't think they're homeless.
Yes!
I think you're right, ma'am. We have on good authority that they do, in fact, have an abode.
That was the whole point of this.
Yeah,
Just to tell her that we have a home.
We're not homeless.
The police say
Protect
so.
our honor.
Okay.
Eli's just like,
Within the city, because
No, remember how I said they're non-citizens?
Oh, yes.
They're
Something
non-law-abiding
wasn't right about that
non-citizens.
group. Yeah, no, something wasn't right about that group, officer. There was some property damage.
No.
Yes, they did destroy.
Did you
an
report
area.
it, Miss Mendoza?
No, not yet, dear. It's only morning. It really only just happened.
Oh.
Well, he wouldn't know that, so good.
It's
When
just really happened.
we have kind of weird shifts.
Yeah, no, I understand. Are you sure you don't want to come in and have some tea or something?
Absolutely.
No liquids. You just
No
said that.
liquids,
No,
no
that's it.
perishables.
No, they.
Just policy.
I potentially I will report it.
Would you care to make a report right now? I
just
can help
have
you with the
to- I
paperwork.
have to really assess the damages more. Like, I could show you the scene though if you wanted to. It's right in here, in the basement actually.
You guys are going upstairs.
We're going upstairs.
Yeah.
And at this point, with all the talking,
Are
we
we
would
going
have.
Yeah, you
First?
guys.
Because that's where the
sun
statue
is
of the
the
sun.
sun statue's
Yeah, but we
upstairs in the
want
bedroom.
her to unstone everyone. I guess, do we trust?
The other people are in the basement. The
Yeah.
statue people.
Yeah, I want her to unstone everyone, and my whole thing is like, maybe we should get the people she doesn't care about first. But I mean, she's trustable enough. I don't know if she goes evil on us. She said she wouldn't kill us, so yeah, it's easier to do the upstairs first for sure.
Yeah, and if we bring her to, like we said, her lover is there, and if we bring her to the room that doesn't have her lover in it, she's gonna be mad.
Well, no, I told her
yeah.
we were gonna unstone other people too.
Yeah.
She can't be that mad.
But I
I mean,
think we. Yeah,
I think
we go
Hunter
upstairs.
can't, Hunter can communicate in a book, but there's not going to be enough time
Yeah.
to do that. I think Hunter would be like, if she's down in the basement, she's not in her bedroom. She can't hear the bullshit that's going on up there. And they said that they wouldn't let me get turned into a statue.
That's all she cares.
So did you follow her to the basement?
Do I see the party in eyeline? I would like her to not turn around and then the party is just immediately right there.
They've already, like, between the, like, you seeing them come through the window and be like, don't let the cat, and then, like, this brief, like, interlude, they've had enough time to traverse and go up the stairs.
Okay. In which case,
Lock her in her own basement.
Actually, though.
I'm gonna just make a note in my book to Thorgan, be like, checking basement to assess damages in order to file report. Period.
I respond by thinking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just think back to Hunter.
it's like, oh no.
Be careful. Could be a trap. Don't get turned to stone.
Way to give her confidence.
All right, Miss Mendoza, you said that the damages are in your living space.
That's correct, yes. If you want to come down this way with me, it's actually in the basement. God knows what the deers are doing down there, but And she'll kind of like gesture for you to come down.
He's gonna say, just wait 1 minute, Miss Mendos. Like I said earlier, we do have policies about entering abodes. The policy for entering an abode is a little bit different if you're filing a report. But I do just need to let someone else know that I'm going to be in here. And I am going to need you to sign some paperwork to consent for me to enter the premises. So
This is a deception check. This is a whole lot of specific bullshit.
But it is really good. I have to say,
I do have advantage on deception and performance checks when trying to pass myself off as a different person.
Okay, go for it.
Does that count?
Yeah.
Great.
Definitely different.
This is your voice mimicking figure, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're literally doing your voice mimicking, so yeah.
Damn.
What'd you say? Deception?
Deception.
My definitely best skill. It's a 21.
Okay.
If I ever do my math wrong, can you just correct
Yeah,
me?
I'm looking like she's got this.
Thanks.
Yeah. This is 16.
I'm
Don't
really,
say 20. It's
I'm
21.
really bad
Yeah.
at math.
I gotcha. You're putting in an Oscar performance here for.
Also, I keep going to be like, oh, don't forget my inspiration, but then you're like 23,
Yeah, 'cause
24,
you do have this.
20,
Oh,
and
don't
I'm like,
worry. I
okay.
I will
Alright.
need it at some
I,
point.
yeah.
So she'll kind of like totter over, like move over the couch, like as you guys had done before, and kind of pull up like the little latch to the basement, and just be like, yeah, right down here they were making quite a scene. I don't quite know what it was about, but I mean, feel free to take a look yourself. And you said she has to sign paperwork or something?
Yeah, like
Oh,
I was
I
gonna
see.
say, like on the stoop, just mostly being like, you know, I grant Officer Leon like authority to enter my premise. Like,
Oh,
can't be like they broke and enter into my house and they didn't have a warrant to search shit.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Do you have paperwork to go?
No, I was just gonna have her sign. He was gonna draft it up in his book. Like he didn't
Okay.
come to take her report. You know, like
Gotcha.
so he's just gonna take a minute to like.
So you're gonna take a minute to write out this thing.
Yeah, to write out just some.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be a minute.
Okay.
Just a hot sec,
This
putting
is
it.
genius.
This is
Putting
slow
it-
writer.
This is a minute.
Just a
All right,
quick
you
minute.
guys. You guys, with the 21 though. Okay, yeah. Anyway, you guys are upstairs now.
You guys are upstairs
So-
now.
Flashing back to you guys. You kind of. So where are you going? To the bedroom where
Yeah.
the,
To the
the
bedroom
statue
where
was?
the statue
Okay,
was,
all right. So
Which
you
I
kind
know
of
where that is.
you kind of lead Samara in there. You see her like immediately glance towards like where the statue is, and just have this look of relief on her face as she runs over, and she'll kind of look over her shoulder at you three and just like kind of like
Oh,
you know
okay.
like
Mhm.
Yeah.
she won't
Yeah.
talk because we're trying to be quiet, but she'll
Yeah.
just be like,
I'll turn
Um,
around.
you guys can like avert your eyes,
Avert
and
turns
she's
away.
gonna like
I
unwrap.
do avert my eyes, but I also do stay like you know when you can't see, so you listen extra hard just to
Yeah.
make sure.
See, you kind of you hear her like unwrapping what you imagine like is like the wrap around her head, and you give me perception check if you're trying to listen real hard.
Yeah,
to
we're-
it.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to make sure
I
that if
completely
any.
trust her. It's love.
Okay.
Love.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, I want to trust her so bad, but like, I'm not gonna trust fucking anyone right now.
Yeah, I
Fully.
would be listening as well.
Perception. 18.
18.
14.
Okay. Lyra, you pick up on more than Thorgan. Thorgan, like you can hear like the shifting of fabric as you mentioned. She's like taking her head wrap off, that sort of thing. Lyra, like the sound is subtler, but you do hear like the slight shifting of like kind of like rough textures against each other. It sounds like you know like if sandpaper were being rubbed against each other, or like something kind of like my hands are dry enough to do this.
Oh, that's always the worst.
It's kind of like that. But anyway, you hear like that, in like a more like
Slow,
oscillometric sort of like slow sort of movement, and then both of you can kind of hear like sort of like shifting of stone almost, like like the very slightest, like, you know, like gravel being crunched under your heels or like that sort of thing, like a kind of like a little grind that softens more into more like moving of fabric. And you hear a male voice go, Samara, what do you, and she just like and you're at this point, she's just like, close your eyes, Nicolas, you know what this is? And like, so he, you know, you imagine he's like closing his eyes and be like, but what are you doing? And then she, like, they're having this like sort of back and forth whisper conversation. And initially you hear again like that wrapping of fabric or that shifting of fabric, and then she goes, okay, you can look, all of you can look, and you see this youngish looking, she looks a little bit older than him, but not too much, like maybe like, you know, 4 or 5 years like his senior, but he's a younger man, but still like late, you know, in his like mid to late 20s, something like that.
So when did he get frozen?
Yeah, right.
But also, when did he get frozen?
How long has he been frozen for?
Ooh.
And when you see him, like, he's like a decently handsome, like, kind of like unconsciously good-looking kind of younger guy. Like, his hair's like a little mussy. There's potential there that he doesn't really like put effort into. But he, more than that, he has this like really sickly sort of sallow color to his skin, and under his eyes are like these really dark purplish sort of like baggy kind of eyes. Like, he just like looks unwell. And she just says like kind of like holding the side of his face, she's like, I can't move you when you're like that, you know that. We can't, we have to go, we can't be here. And he sort of squints and looks around, taking in the scene, and he has like little spots of recognition where like he'll look to one thing and the other, and he'll be like, are we in Mother's house right now? And like you can tell like he doesn't recognize this as his house, like she's probably moved or something, but like different effects of hers are kind of around that he's latching onto. And she goes, yes, but you know how that goes. We can't stay. We have to go. He said, well, maybe if we talk to her again this time, maybe she'll understand. And she goes, she doesn't understand, Nicholas. You know this. And they're sort of having this back and forth. As this is going on, Hunter, do you finish writing up your report? She's kind of like looking over at like what you're writing just to like see what the fine print's going to be.
And for posterity, the things that I write to Thorgan disappear. And the rating that he has disappears.
Okay.
Part of that.
Oh,
okay.
But you also were writing like realistic things too, which is
yeah.
threw yourself for a loop.
Gotta keep it realistic.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But he'll turn the book around towards her and gesture to the open lines on the page for her to sign her name.
All right, she'll sign. Yep, she'll say okay. Is it okay now if you?
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the welcome to your abode.
You sound a little different, dear.
Damn it.
I was waiting. I was waiting.
Where'd the accent go?
Now where'd it go?
Sorry. It's just mornings, right? Like, have you had your coffee yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the middle of my shift. I work on the back half.
Okay. Well, come on this way. It's like I said, it's down in the basement. The damage is really. So she'll start leading you that way.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'll give a follow.
Okay. And she'll kind of like. It's that like ladder, like you're familiar with it. You guys went there before, like so you'll kind of like shimmy down this ladder into the basement, and she'll kind of come down with you and be like, well, as you can see, it's like circus of monkeys got loose down here. Like it does look like you recognize it. You're like, yeah, oh yeah.
That bottle was nuts.
Are any of the statues that were here before still here, like the one of the little girl and stuff like that?
If you remember, the map I think is in my bag still, but if you remember, it was the main room with the books and the shelves that Thorgan was looking through, and some like crates with like supplies and that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, there's the back room that I found
that had a door.
Shit.
Yeah. Right.
And the door was like, I think either unlocked or Thorgan unlocked it. Like I think it was unlocked, but like Thorgan went
Okay.
into that back room. So she'll be showing you like the proper room
Yeah.
or whatever. So you don't see any statues in this part of it.
Okay. This is where the thing got destroyed, though, right at the bottom of the stair, like the
Yeah, but
the
it like
big...
it crumbled into like
Dust.
like it like
Dust.
whatever arcane thing was binding it together. It just like
There's just like a big...
there's like a pile of sand basically,
Okay.
and like it looks like maybe part of like the roof caved. Like if you were to like try to rationalize it as someone who
Yeah.
didn't know what happened, you would be like, oh, like either there's like a pile of rock in here that maybe got shifted around, or like maybe there's like a little cave in the roof temporarily that got patched up and the dirt's like all over the floor still. But otherwise it's just like a pile of rubble on the ground.
Okay. He'll just walk around with her and be making notes of
Okay.
things and be like, mighty fine tragedy going on down here.
I'm sorry, I can't speak. Your country accent.
You're
Why are you
welcome.
is this canon? Does your father have a country accent?
Oh no!
Alright.
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah.
For like future roleplay purposes.
Yeah.
I'm
He
like,
fucking
okay.
would.
Alright.
And I think that's why Hunter talks so fast, because it takes so long to get back to her turn to talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you're like, she'll be like, yeah, it was. So honestly, one of my husband's heirlooms got destroyed in the process, and that one was more emotionally damaging than anything. And
Put on a look of, concern, understanding. That must be really hard to go through.
I'm so bad at keeping a straight face on you guys. I'm looking at you guys, you fools.
Being goobs.
Being goobs. Gosh.
Like, do you have I know you can't put a gold piece price to such an heirloom, but if you were to guess.
This is gonna be horrible if she finds out.
It's for the report. We have to file an amount of value
cost
for the
of
damages.
Yeah, so I understand. That one, I really don't. I couldn't really tell you what the cost of something like that was. It was more of, it was one of his projects. It was a very whimsical man. But he would, son takes after him quite a lot. But all that to say, I really couldn't tell you what the price of that would be. It really honestly probably wasn't worth that much in material costs. Probably more in,
Like you said, emotional.
Yeah.
The wood block for the wood carvers, but a twig
you
to start.
You understand.
Doesn't mean that piece doesn't sell for a couple hundred gold down the line.
You guys are upstairs still.
He'll see if he can get her to, talk about the project itself
Yeah.
and what it,
Yeah.
describe it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can kind of come up with, figure out like the emotional damages and
Would
restitutions.
that type of project be sketchy, like in the world? 'Cause, like, I'm just curious, would she be like, oh yeah, it was something
it's part of
else,
that,
or
like
was-"
seeing like what does she describe it as?
Yeah.
Like, is it this thing? Is it this other thing? Like.
Yeah.
Like, I'm real curious.
Hunter knows what the project was. Is she being truthful with what the project was? Is
Yeah.
she being like,
Okay.
beady around the bushy type stuff?
Hunter.
Oh no, guys, I'm gonna get turned to stone.
We knew
We
this
have the unstoner. It's fine.
so
Guys,
true.
I'm gonna
We
die.
knew this would happen.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Guys,
Um.
I'm gonna die.
You're don't say that.
Well, she's already died once.
Jesus Christ! Don't tell her she's never gonna die. She's gonna do the same thing with the money. Anytime.
Anytime.
You're never gonna die.
She died once already.
I did die once
It's
already.
enough for a lifetime.
Yeah, one death is enough for a lifetime.
What time is it?
Hunter.
Yeah.
Just roll me an insight check.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't.
Am I gonna get turned to
Starts with a D6.
stone?
It's just upsetting that it doesn't fit in on something.
Insight, you say?
Yes.
All the rest.
19.
Pretty good, pretty good. So it's just for like a moment, but you see her eyes just like narrow just a little bit at you as you're expressing like your condolences for her loss, and she goes, yes, it was a very hard loss, and you feel hands hard as stone like grip your upper arms from behind and kind of like squeeze it with like sort of like bone crushing tension. And she said, "You let it slip, darling. You were really good for a second, though. I'll let you know it was really good for a sec." She rolled that 20 once you had that vocal.
Nice.
Oh,
Come on, you're laughing over there, and you're not really laughing.
I know. I just had.
That's rude.
I was periodically re-rolling though, just to like see how long you could.
That's sneaky, because you dropped your character.
Yeah, I did, but it's just fun. It was just a fun thematic way to do it. I was still rolling. I was making the rolls regardless. But yeah. So as she says that, you just feel like this like vice grip, like these like stony arms grab you from behind, kind of give you like a little squeeze, and she goes, "I tried to have the grace of God once, the Lord's patience." She's like, "But twice, really, twice. Now it's just a liability." And we'll leave off there.
God.
Guys, I'm gonna get turned to rock.
Just fucking scream. We're right there.
An army is gonna come down from her bedroom.
Right?
She has no idea.
We also literally have the woman who can just turn a stone until we
We do.
unturn her.
We're
Like,
gonna turn her to stone, then shatter her.
okay, well, I was thinking not shatter, but like it's real.
And not like in front of her son.
No, true.
No, but it's so convenient that she can undo.
We
like,
brought you back just to see this.
Like, okay.
Watch your mother die.
Smash
Does
your
anyone know
mom.
if Medusa's in normal? Like the whole point of Medusa in normal lore is like it's sad because she can't. Like it's not a willing thing, right? Like she can't unturn people to stone.
Is that
I thought that was a thing. I thought it was like honestly, I think.
like a curse for the Medusa? Like,
Yeah, I think the Medusas technically are a
Are
cursed
you
being.
thinking of like King Midas's touch, where you can turn things to gold but can't turn them back?
No, I want to say actual Medusa is actually
See,
supposed
I only
to be
remember
that where she.
Medusas from like
Trying to
the
think.
Greek
Yeah,
stories
yeah.
we had
Yeah,
in high school, which I
They always
didn't
had
get
like the
impression
like
that
snake
it was a curse for them.
body. Yeah,
Gotcha.
'cause they were usually like just
Yeah.
Well, maybe-
somewhere and they had the
maybe I
snake
just
body.
misremembered.
I know,
don't
like,
I remember.
Like Greek mythology, it's like just one, and I think, and it's just she pissed off Aphrodite, I think, by being pretty, so Aphrodite makes her an ugly snake woman. Because I made a meme
Okay, I
about
believe you then.
why
yeah.
Medusas are ugly, and then everyone on Reddit told me I was wrong, that Medusa is supposed to be ugly, not pretty.
Oh, but
And I was like, oh, okay.
If you asked Reddit and they went like actually, then they're probably correct because fucking Reddit.
But
Yes.
there is Greek lore and then there's D&D lore.
Yes.
So D&D does take a lot of like traditional monsters. Like basically most monsters in the original D&D monster group are like, you know, Aztecian monsters or like Persian monsters, or like they're just like they're like cryptids basically. Like, and then they were like, let's just make it into a D&D monster.
Yeah.
So they all kind of like have lore from those things. Like you'll fight werewolves and those are like real lore things.
Yeah.
And you'll fight like vampires and those are real lore things. And you'll fight Medusas and those are real lore things. But they have their own like specific D&D lore that's different. But yes, no one asked her. And we'll pick up next session.
No one asked her why she was ugly.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
No one asked her what? We asked her if she could unfreeze him because she was gonna unfreeze.
No one asked her like how she, like why she is a Medusa or like
Oh
you know,
yeah.
just
Oh
like,
no.
are
yes.
you cursed or you know that
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of thing. Like
No, that's disrespectful. We have a curse
Cursed
on
by
our
a
team.
god.
We can't ask. You
Yeah.
can't just go around asking people if they're cursed. Jesus.
Yeah.
are you cursed?
Is this your ethnicity or are you cursed? Like it's kind of rude.
That's so good.
Alright, we'll leave it on that.
Next
note.
time you're hanging out with Hunter, is this your ethnicity or are you cursed?
He just cursed.
Next session title: is this your ethnicity or are you cursed?
Wait, that is next session. I'm absolutely doing that.